Jewelry can say many things on your wedding day. As a wedding band, it can say, "This is a forever symbol of our forever love." As a gift to your wedding party, it can say, "Thanks for standing up there with us." Blue Nile can help you find the piece that says it all and says it beautifully, with expert guidance and a wide assortment of jewelry of the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com and experience the convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online jeweler since 1999. That's BlueNile.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Oh man, it's that time again. We're going to flip around the screen. We're going to call people. You know what tonight is, man. We're giving flowers again. Casabon, myself, figure out how to invite people. You know who we're giving flowers tonight? We're giving flowers to, who we giving flowers, man? We're giving flowers to the Booze Boyz. You don't know the Booze Boyz, you better figure it out. Stick around, man. They're an epic crew, always do. Colin, Phil. Yeah, Booze Boyz. So we'll see you guys. So stick around. I know you're like, what am I watching? But if you never watched this show, we do it every Wednesday night. We got that boom bomb.
Yes, sir, Iberg. Looking good as always, man.
Man, are we stoked or what?
Yeah, beyond stoked, man.
I'm stoked.
Looking fresh, dude. Yes, healing the nation. What's the herbs tonight?
Man, we've been stuck on, like White Horse Farms always. Big up Big Ross Jacob. But we're doing some white CBG tonight from Dark Horse Farms. So give thanks, man. Love it. Fucking Omar, man. He's a good ganja man to have on the show tonight. I'm pretty stoked. Booze Boyz, though. He's not part of the Chronic crew. He's Booze Boyz.
Yeah, famous I guess, crew that went against the Chronic crew back in the day, the Booze Boyz.
Yeah, they always drank. We always smoked. We were bad everywhere we saw them.
Who won in a battle?
We both were winners. Both crews always won.
So I like to hear.
No losers ever, man.
Word up. The importance of a good crew. Once again, last year we had LCP. This week we got the Booze Boyz. And for the people who are not familiar with this, check it out. Burger Time 2001, Guatemalan Persuader, two of the most entertaining ski movies ever created in the sport. Ever. If y'all don't know what it is, you can relate it to kind of a Zoot space. Just people not giving a fuck, but they were even on another level than what Zoot Space were doing. They were doing green screen. They had skits. Their shit was definitely top tier. Still top tier. Today.
The skits were all time. But we're going to get into that too. A lot.
True. Are they with us? Should we send the invite to Craig?
You want
Omar?
Yeah, I guess we can. Let me send an invite. We'll start with Mr. Tufflemyre. So I go up here and I big Tufflemyre. All right, Greg. I invited you. So he's going to pop up on the screen. Once he does, then we call it Omama, Mama. So Tufflemyre. Answer the phone. He goes, split. You're going to go that way. As always, Tufflemyre going to jump in. Yes!
I can't believe it worked.
Still as long. No way. All right, if we get Omar in, this will be the funnest conversation of all time.
Yeah, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Omar, no way. If this
Good
really
to have you on, dude. Thanks for taking the time for us.
No, thank you guys. Bummed I missed you in Michigan this winter. Good to see you, Iberg. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah.
Omar.
Where's the Mizzle at?
We're looking for the Omar. I'm inviting him, and then it says, Omar is unable to join. Fucking Omar, man. We got
a nickel every time I said that. Come on.
It's a fucking common say. So Omar, here's the deal. I'm gonna try one last time. Otherwise, you got to call in because people want to hear some awesome shit. Omar, be available.
Warden's on board. Yeah, Warden.
Otte, invited. Survey says it's not saying he's not available. This one might work. Answer. Split the screen in 4. We go on Omar time. There's a good chance.
Yeah, Daniel, what's up, buddy? Hope you're well. And I do love that collection, Iberg. You got them old hearts back there, baby.
Acro.
Are those well, Acro, that's another level. I'm saying you got them zipper line heart, you got those F-17s in there? Are those competition used?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
They're 210s. 210s. I think the tall guy needs 210s.
No, they're not.
Yeah, 210.
Oh my God.
Both these are 2. Oh no, these are. Oh, I'm so sorry. They're 198. Yeah, I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
But original Poor Boy sticker. I just noticed.
Dude, that's sick.
Tips.
Shout out to Poor Boys, dude. That stuff's epic. Come on.
Omar's in the chat.
Wait. Omar, is it going to work? I just accepted you.
Yeah, Grant. What's up?
One more time, Omar. We'll try again. This is always the funnest part. Just calling people.
Right.
Make people wait. Say, what the fuck? Who's on live on New School?
Hey, Phil, you coming back to Michigan this year? You going to make it back out?
Yeah. Plan is to be there early January with Hornbeck.
Dick, dude. I'll help you guys shovel some stuff this time.
Hell yeah. Nah, hoping for some snow, man. Hoping to meet you. Hornbeck.
Yeah, no.
Saying only good things about you, dude.
Oh, Lord. Dude. No, just watching you guys is more fun than I could ever believe, man.
For real.
What up, man? John?
Yeah. Well, while waiting for Omar, let's get some background on Craig T to the public here. Hornbeck been filling me in, and one thing he said is you were recognized by JP early on, and even way beyond that, he said that a quote from you. Oh, there we go.
Yo, wait, no, that's not real.
Wagwan.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, man, hair club for men really works.
Dude, epic. Love it, Mizzle.
And you know what? I was cleaning out some bins the other day that's been stored for however long, and I found this 2 days ago, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
I
thought that was in the Ski History Hall of Fame, bro.
Dude, right? Right? What's up, boys?
Ooh,
Yo, man.
Booze Boyz. I'm going to start this off now that we got you guys both here. First of all, have either of you seen the show before?
Parts of it, yeah.
Yeah, parts of it.
Okay, so the whole point of this show is Phil and I wanted to create somewhere where we could celebrate the people that did dope shit for twin tip skiing. People that were a foundation for it, people that brought a style to it, people that made a fucking difference. When we made our list, you guys were up there. As a crew, as the Booze Boyz, every single thing that you guys brought to the table. I mean, just through Guatemala and Persuader alone, you are the biggest documentary of the whole fucking sport in 2003. So, and then, everyone's in the movie, all hour and 45 minutes. So, point being,
cool people.
We want to take this time, man, to say thank you and celebrate, all the things that you guys did do in the sport, just for you guys to your face. And then we did it with new schoolers because, we want this newer generation, if anyone's watching, to kind of know. Because there's 2 dope dudes from Michigan on here right now that they might not know about. And there's one dope-ass motherfucking from Indiana that's not on here that people need to know about. So we want to use this time, man, to give thanks to you guys.
There's 2 from Indiana.
What's that?
Sorry. Can't forget Johnny Boy.
Yeah, Porky.
Who else?
John Mercon, baby.
Johnny.
Well, I'm
He's
sorry.
the instigator.
Mercons are one to me, but yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I feel you.
So that's the point of the show, guys. So we're just going to go through bullshit, kind of go over the shit you guys did in skiing. And then hopefully we can bring some people that way and educate them on awesomeness that you guys did.
Absolutely, man. Amen.
So thank you guys for taking time on Wednesday night.
Thank you, Iberg, man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks Johnny's airbrushing. Look at that. That is still straight floss.
Dude, I couldn't even believe it, man.
Oh, dude.
So
That's
good, man.
funny, dude. Love it.
Mike, you do look the exact same though. It is Tanner's on the fucking thing right now. Big up to you. Just like
Yeah, Tanner.
Big up, Tanner.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, see.
Hey, no, man.
How you doing?
Good, so let's just start at the fucking very beginning because this is fun for me too. Because the beginning for you guys to me is like Region 3 moguls. And then after that, it's like kind of weirdness. And then all of a sudden, booyah, you're in my face. I show up in Colorado and you fucking own the show. So I want, like, first of all, like, how did you guys, like, you guys were at the beginning. I have an awesome story about you, Tufflemyre, but like, how did you guys get into twin tip skiing and like even meeting each other, creating a crew? So just the basic of like overall beginnings.
Well, I would say I'll take this one, Omar. That Omar's brothers and I were buds, and of course Colin's right there. Omar's right in on the thick of it, so we were just like boom right from the get go.
And where are you guys from?
Southwest Michigan.
So what was your ski hill?
Bittersweet.
Okay.
Bittersweetness, man.
Be sweetness, man. Yeah. And so, we mobbed up and hit all the mogul events. And like you say, how'd we get to twin tips? It was before twin tips, like.
I mean, I think we were heating them up with a torch and bending up the regular straight tails, right? On those old Olin Extremes and some mogul skis.
That would have been the warden's work,
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, it was from Jump Street.
Yeah. So you guys grew up around each other. So like I knew you guys from moguls, like from going to nationals and stuff. And I think, do you remember, Tufflemyre, what year you went to Sunday River for nationals?
Oh boy, that was deep.
97, 98.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, that would have made sense because I remember I went to Colorado when I got out of high school in '94 with Omar's brothers. We went to Colorado and lived there for a year, did some skiing. Then I felt like I needed to go to school, and so I moved back to Michigan, and that's when I was doing all the mogul stuff.
So let's put 98 on it, just to be later case.
Yeah.
So I remember I was in Minnesota. My mogul upright aerial coach was the Central Division coach that went on to nationals, right? Louis Sundquist.
Martin?
And so I remember they all came back from nationals. And everyone's like, that one guy, that super tall guy, Greg Tufflemyre? They're like, you won't believe what he did. And everyone was so stoked. And I'm like, well, what did he do? And they're like, man, he jumped up on the side of a run on a snowmaking pipe and slid on it. So you were the first person through word of mouth I ever heard of in my life that slid tail.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no, we were doing that all over Bittersweet, and the freaking dirt would show. I mean, dirt melt out, and the snowmaking lines were there, dude. All of us were doing that stuff. That was classic.
And so the crazy part is where I'm looking at. So how do you link with Mercon? Because Mercon wasn't a moguler, was he?
No, dude. We met. Sorry, Omar. Like we met John skiing down Keystone one day, and all of a sudden we look over and we're all skiing backwards, and none of us had twin tips on. And we get to the bottom, we're just carving switch. I know it doesn't look like it in the videos because of the comp wedge, but anyway, skiing backwards. We get to the bottom, we're like, dude, bro, like back then, you know how it was, Eric. Like anybody that was like doing anything out of the norm back in the late '90s, like you were instantly friends. Like it was just such a community. Like it didn't matter. It's like, oh, dude. And then to find out they were from Valparaiso, the Pines, we're like, dude, we're only. And they're like, oh, we ski Bittersweet. Oh, we heard of you guys, and we just instantly mobbed up. Like. Period.
Well, there was one or two run-ins with Nick, not Johnny, but he showed up at Bittersweet, and he was hitting the side of Wild Rose on a side mogul, backflipping into like the last like section of the run, and then gapping it to a mogul, and I was like, who the fuck is this kid, man? Like, he's thick. And then he was just all Nick. He's just all attitude. Oh, fuck you guys, like, whatever. And I was like, you're a dick, dude. I should beat your ass right now. Don't make me get the Bittersweet Mafia.
Jewelry can say many things on your wedding day. As a wedding band, it can say, this is a forever symbol of our forever love. As a gift to your wedding party, it can say, thanks for standing up there with us. Blue Nile can help you find the piece that says it all and says it beautifully with expert guidance and a wide assortment of jewelry of the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com and experience the convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online jeweler since 1999. That's BlueNile.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
And then when we showed up out there, we started talking, like Greggy was saying, saw Johnny or whatever, and then once I saw Nick do a backflip over the first hit out on Breckenridge in the park, I was like, that's that same dude. I know it. And then everything's history from that. Then we just full takeover. See you later. You know?
You guys all, did you and Greg move out west together?
No, I think, Greg, you were out a couple years before me.
Okay, Iberg, get this. Phil, get this, right? This crafty son of a bitch got his parents to let his older brother, Warden, who's on this, take control of him. At 15, he moves to Colorado so he can ski with us. He's going to Summit High for like half a day, if that. And freaking, like, we're meeting up. Like, I'm skiing Upper Bulls all morning, that afternoon park with Omar, killing me. I'm like, dude, how did you, like, how did you pull this off? Dude, like, it was just amazing.
So here's my next question. So this is like 99 now. And you guys are all west. Your brother, Ashley Otte, is he involved with Freeze at this time?
I don't think he really truly got involved until he blew his knee out and he knew his career was over, you know?
It's not funny.
No, it ain't funny, but, you know, I'm his younger brother, so you know how that relationship went most of our ski career, GT. You know, it was just like, GT was like, yeah, jump in the back of the Samurai. I got, like, my mom, like, packed, like, 10 Snickers bars. You get jacked before this mogul contest. And I kicked you away. And I'm like, no, wait, man, turn up that Van Halen, GT. Let's fucking do this. You know, but, yeah, it just, I think it wasn't too long because he was filming in with us. He had a couple shots in Burger Time. And then I think he was already started at University of Boulder, so he was down there. And then I think once he kind of had an injury, he linked up with either the Jerk or Micah or one of those guys, or Jake Witt, one of them, and then got in with the Freeze program. And there it was. That was the Freeze beginning day, I believe.
Omar, I don't know if you have your computer like on or your phone on the computer or anything, but you've got some bad feedback when you talk.
Bad feedback?
Yeah.
All right.
You sound like Bushfield.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Bushfield.
We good now?
We are.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Thanks.
So, yeah, that was I think the beginning of Ash at Freeze. So
okay, so you guys meet Mercon, and he's got his brother. You guys are all fucking mobbing. So this is like 99, 2000. Burger Time's made 2001. So like, do you guys instantly be like, let's make a movie together? Because I know
went further back, dude. Like 97, 98, I think, because we made Team Blancado. We have like this movie that's like out there that's similar vein. Probably shouldn't dig it up. Maybe no. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know where it really exists besides maybe a VHS in one of Greggy's drawers or Johnny's. Maybe.
Wait, what's the name of your first movie?
Team Blancado.
Yeah, and it wasn't that Blancado. Wasn't he going to try to make a skis or something? GT?
Yeah. Like he had us like, I don't even know. It was John's friend, and we were going to make skis. It was about the same time Lion came out, and he like had graphics drawn. I think Johnny Boy might have done like graphics for all of us, like. Whatever it was awesome. Like back in the day, like we're just hyped on it and made this just like I won't say DIY because Mercon's a wizard with all that stuff, and we were just Blancado too, John, and so we were just stoked to have anybody film us. And John was a killer skier, and he would ski, film, and then finally he just went into straight filming. And he was really the mind behind half. I would say 90% of the skits.
Number one.
When you guys go into Burger Time, is anyone sponsored in that movie?
I think we were, and if we were at that point, we weren't when the movie dropped. The movie dropped, but whoever picked us up after that was on board, you know.
Yeah.
And this is where I want everyone who's watching right now. Burger Time it took me like 6 years to get a hold of it after you released it. Like, it was such like a mysterious movie. The cover is Snuffleupagus, guy from Sesame Street with a big penis nose, is on your like.
He had a big old
movie, guys. Like, at a time when no one was doing anything different in 2001. Like, if you really took every ski movie on the market, the whole world in 2001, and then watch Burger Time, there ain't nothing like it.
Hey, Omar, you want to tell them about Vegas at the Powder Awards when Vallone dressed up as Snuffleupagus with a super soaker?
Yeah, and then
we went to the costume store and got, dude, that was that's why we never got a shot in powder.
No, we impromptu that, but I think they removed us off the stage before we could accept our award. So we were being nominated for like what? I don't know what.
Johnny and for Nick's like soap shoe segment won best comedy. And so we all mob up and one of the crews, like Vallone's dressed as Snuffleupagus, but we found it was Alf, but we made it look like Snuffleupagus, and he had a super soaker filled with milk in the boner that we built for him.
Yeah,
and he was just spraying the crowd with milk.
Shooting the crowd with milk. And then we had like 20 of us on stage. We had like 20 of us on stage getting wasted with our own bottles of booze and whatever, and we were just up there partying, and they finally just, I guess, removed us, and
Nick wouldn't leave. Remember, like Nick just stood there, and they just started pouring beer on his head, and then finally left.
Well, you know, that was
I think they hated us.
That was the beginning of us totally, you know, finding out that no matter what award or whatever it was, just never give Nick a microphone. You know, that was a bad deal.
Well, at least you guys learned it early.
Dude, how about when Jake Witt gave Murcon $100 to go up there and thank Freeze Magazine at the Powder Awards?
How dope is that?
So Johnny, dude, John's a baller, dude. John did it. John went up and thanked Freeze Magazine for being kick-ass.
Absolutely.
He's like, Powder, you're all right, too, I guess.
Wouldn't that be nice if there was actually a few magazines that actually, like, you know, hate each other these days? But, you know, it is what it is.
Dude, it was Tribes, man. That shit was fun. That was just stupid.
We need some more of you guys in the industry right now. The diss outro in Burger Time that you do, Omar, just playing everybody out is pretty top notch. I wish we had some more of that.
Yeah, man, and that actually, that was Johnny came up with it. He said, "Hey, man, let's do a verbal credit to all these people," and I said, "All right, like let's do it." You know, he's like. And so I started to try to write it down and whatever. And he's like, no, let's just do this freestyle. So that was all off the dome. And that was connected somehow with my relationships of whoever's credit to whoever, you know, it was. So most of that shit's true.
So guys, watch the credits. Anyone who's watching this, go watch Burger Time. And in the credits, Omar did verbal credits. So instead of having scrolling names, he said everyone's name who was involved in the movie, whether they skied or did filming, and then he just talked shit on them. And a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, and B-Dog, if you ever need whatever, I'll step in on any movie and we'll make it work. You know, we'll make it work. So I know
sounds like
classic.
We need to hit up John Murcon too for some more skit ideas because he's genius with it.
Well, hey, man, I was talking to GT the other day. There might have to be a trilogy to wrap these all up. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's happening.
Technically, Guatemalan Persuader was the trilogy. The first
yeah. Well, yeah.
That was more of a sponsor me tape.
You know, yeah. That was more of a sponsor me tape for sure.
Oh, dude.
But
run around to like the trade show, handing out the tapes. Oh, dude. Murcon, John made me an edit one time because he knew I was going to SIA. And it was like AC/DC or some shit. And it was like, watch me explode. And every time I landed, like, he just edit when I blew up. You know what I was just like, thanks, man. Dude, it was so epic.
Now you're a man. Now you're a man for our crash segment. It's got to be one of the best tracks ever, you know?
Probably the best crash segment ever that I've enjoyed.
Dude, now you're a man.
Now you're a man. Was that DVDA double vag, double anus by the South Park? It might be.
I think it is.
DVDA?
Yeah, DVDA, dude. Double vag, double anus, dude.
They can play the premiere.
Can't beat it. Yeah, why wouldn't they? You know?
Dude.
Well, good
Who
shit.
was responsible? Who was music director in Burger Time in Guatemala?
I mean, Johnny was pretty good, and he would kind of ingrain it in our head without telling us. He was like thinking about that track for your segment or whatever, and he would just kind of jam it around you, and he's like, "Yeah, this is sick, isn't it?" You know, and you're like, "Yeah." And so by the time he picked it, you're like, "Yeah, that's great. That's a great song. I love that song. Let's do it." You know, but the soundtracks for both Burger Time and Guatemalan are all time. They're some of my favorite.
Tanner's song and Guatemalan Persuader. Like the fact that you like totally have this ghetto idea of him, like what his persona was for 3 years, and then that came out.
He wasn't that happy when that song was his segment, and I don't think he saw it until the premiere of the movie. You know, but he loves it now. I know that he loves it. He grew into it. You know, he grew into it.
Larry Pierce.
Was that Larry Pierce? Yeah.
Tanner seg.
The fucking was always on my mind.
Yeah, dude, Larry Pierce, man. He's from Indiana as well.
When you're bending over and I'm staring at your snatch. For
real, dude. That was epic, dude. That was like, it fit so perfect because like T-Dog's killing the shit, and it's just like the most mellow, like dirty.
The best part about it for me was he loves country music. When I first traveled with him, he could sing every country tune. When I saw that segment as his friend, I was just like, "Yo, that's you? You live country."
Those Montucky boys.
That's right, dude. Loving it. That's sick.
Loving it.
No, that was straight up real deal. That's fun stuff, man.
And that was all it was. That was all it was. We were just having fun, and we just wanted to we weren't doing anything besides what we really were and what we really just did, and that was having fun. It wasn't any sides be that. It was just besides that, it was just pushing each other and just having a good time, man. And that's how the best shit comes out, I believe. You know what I mean?
So, what was you guys' first ski sponsors then? Like, if it was before Burger Time, you had to remember when someone's like, "Here's some free skis," because you do dope shit.
I think I was getting stuff from Vocal maybe at the time. Were we on Vocal together at that time, GT?
Not yet. I was on Volan at that time before they went out of business.
Yeah, he had the metal skis, man.
Yeah,
ski the steel, watch it peel, man. Dude, I remember in I was on Volan and they went out of business, but they wouldn't let me out of my contract. And I was on O'Neill at the time, and luckily, like Johnny West, if you're watching J-Dub, I saw you post earlier, but dude, you're the dog.
Yeah, J-Dub.
J-Dub, like, he's like, "No, dude, we're sending those assholes a letter. Like, you're out of your contract. You're going to get some shit." And so it was right before X Games in like 01 or some shit. And Shannon Shad, like, talking to me, he's like, "Dude, you're out of line. You're going to go meet Vocal." He's like, "You got to just hit him with a big number, dude. You're about to go win X Games." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to go win X Games. Yeah, Shannon. You know, he's like, hit him with like, and he came up with this most random number. He's like, hit him with like 56 grand a year. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, for real. You got you're worth that, dude. And I'm like, you're right, dude. I'm going in there. Dude, went in there. I was like, yep, I'll ski on your stuff. 56 G's, man. And then he laughed. The dude about spit his coffee in my face. He was laughing so hard at me. And so anyway, ended up like walking out of there like dejected and just laughing. I'm like, well, I guess I ain't gonna ski for Vocal then. And end up going to freaking X Games on Mercons hand-me-downs. on some freaking K2s spray painted, and then they blew up. And had to borrow the head rep skis, Rex Weirman skis. Dude, anyway, it was epic. It was funny and shit. Then I still ended up on vocal for a fraction of the cost. Come on.
I mean, but I think like too, we were ripping on those 1080s just because they were like the only thing for.
Because your mom hooked us up.
Yeah, my mom hooked us up. Miss Deb Odie at the Bittersweet Ski Shop always had us on layaway. You know what I mean? And when we'd blow one out, we'd just go find someone that blew the other one out and be skiing next whatever. You know what I mean?
Dude, I remember I was so mad because I was like, dude, I don't want to give them any props. And I was at the U.S. Open in like 2001, maybe, whatever it was. And I spray painted those bitches navy blue. And they were yellow. And the next year they came out as navy blue. And JP, when the start date, JP's like, he's like, hey, Tufflemyre, he's like, you know something I know? I'm like, no, dude. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, that's next year's colorway. And I was like, oh, dude, that was just, it killed me. I was like, no, dude.
Like that
I'm just a hillbilly just spray painting my shit. So it doesn't get stuff. So funny, man.
We had some pretty legit graphics on those 1080s, though. My the one Mike D did for me was pretty amazing. Yeah, the fuck train was pretty great. You know,
it was so funny.
People were like, "What? We'd be riding the lift, and these people would be like, I like that," and I put them both together, and it was a dude sitting there getting his dick sucked with a chick getting hit from the rear end or something. I don't remember fully, but it was amazing, you know. And I was like, okay. I just asked Mike to paint him. Pretty awesome. Shout out Mike D. And that's what came out. So I had to run it. You got to run it, you know.
Dude, J-Skis might reissue that.
Hey, let's do it. You know, we need to stir the pot a little bit more these days. You know, It's getting a little too just out there. But anyway.
No, it's in a better. I think that skiing's in a better place right now than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Why, Greg?
Why? I think that like 5, maybe 10. Like I'm old, so like the years just run together. Is that like it's for real, man? Shit. And that it seemed like it was going so hardcore, like academy, team, coach, and maybe it's still going that way, and I'm not paying attention to it. But it seemed like it like was taking a big part of the soul of skiing out and giving it to like the IOC, whatever, the Olympic Committee bullshit. And like the kids are having more fun now, and it's going more. And maybe because I've been like hanging with Mike more, I don't know, but like more street, more edits, more fun, and that stuff's always been going on. But it seemed like for a while it was just like it just I couldn't even watch any skiing. I was just like give me a break, dude. But like Phil brought up, dude, like Zoot Space, dude, Milbacher and Mike sent me that stuff. This one, dude, I died. I was like, Zoot Space, man, those guys are my jam. I'm about to freaking fly out and hang out and get a cameo or something. You know?
Fuck yeah.
Throw a bow on a card table or some shit. Like, come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
No,
I don't know.
That's why I think, Eric, like that was my like non-industry, working at a hardware store, skiing 300 vertical feet, like that.
Yeah,
that's what I
ski. You know, like you still ski Bittersweet. You came from Bittersweet, like Hornbeck, I think, come from there. There's some kids like Simon, I think his name is. Like,
dude, Simeon, dude, like that dude's badass. Yeah, Mike and freaking Milwaukee.
So even though you ski at a little place, it doesn't mean you can go somewhere big, and it doesn't mean your opinion doesn't matter. So
that's a good valid point, bro. That's very valid.
Absolutely.
And
I think that's lost on a lot of people.
Greg, like you were all around in your skiing. You jump, rail, but you were mostly known from myself, and Mike also put that in perspective for half pipe. In the East Coast or in the Midwest, there's no half pipe. Pretty much.
Zero.
How did that come about of you becoming like the half pipe champ? Like you were doing runs with 3 hits in them, like flying through the pipe.
They didn't make a long enough pipe for him, man, dude.
No, 3 hits.
No, dude. No, that it's funny. Like half pipe, I just enjoyed. You know what I mean? Like it just was something that was fun. I think Omar and I both loved half pipe, dude. Like you could take off and land, and it didn't hurt. Like it was just smooth.
If you land perfect,
unless you just cased it.
Yeah.
Unless you cased it on the lip and got the double banger, you did your ribs and then you got flopped to the flat bottom.
Yeah, I mean, there's always those things, and so I think that a lot of the same principles translate. And you guys know, you guys are all good skiers. Like it translates over to everything else we do. It's just a matter of doing it. But it also came down to, I don't want to say like survival or lack of wanting to work. Like there was a lot of half pipe contests back then that paid money.
Yeah,
Kahlua like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, wow, like if I'm decent at half pipe, like I can go make $500 this weekend and not have to worry about getting a real job. You know, like this all just kind of falls in the fold. Like I think there's one time like Colin and I were like, dude, we're gonna qualify for X Games in slope style, and then we just started laughing like we're never fucking qualifying for slope style. Like, maybe half pipe.
We won't make it. We're too hungover.
Right. Slope style, that stuff's gnarly, dude. These guys are like jamming. And so, yeah, toward the end of my passion for the sport, like it was just like half pipe was a like necessary end of the means, I guess, or means to the end, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, and you know, and it was just, you know, especially coming from Bittersweet, we just wanted more of anything we could get our hands on. It was just skiing for us. It was just like, oh, you know what? We're going to take a full run. We're going to hit parks and slopes and rails all the way down, right into the pipe. That was just like what it was. It wasn't like you didn't skip the pipe. If there was something there to hit, you sent it. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, like I said earlier, like when Omar made it to Colorado at 15 freaking years old, dude, and he's like, I got to go to algebra tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, for 2 hours, you loser. Give me a break. You know, and so like I got out to the ski hill early. I'd go climb the upper bowls and I'd go ski some freaking, you know, extreme or whatever to us from Michigan, and then meet up with the boys at the park. Like we skied it all, you know, like back then, especially late 90s, early 2000s, there wasn't too many like specialists or jocks or, you know, people with freaking coaches. Dude, these coaches are ruining the vibe, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love Skogan, dude. Good job, Skogan. I love you, bro.
Yeah,
like, dude, you know, like.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even when we went over to Breck and we would still go up to like what's that little bowl right above the park? You know, we'd rip it down. You know what I mean?
Jam down Tiger Brown.
Absolutely. So it was whatever that, and I love pipe too, man. It's savage. It's a different deal. You know,
yeah, and like I say, dude, Nubs had one last year or the year before. They had one for a minute. It was sick, dude. Mike went up to do some stuff, and he drugged me along, dude. Thankful for that. Thank you, Mike. And went up, dude, and I got to ski some pipe for the first time in years, dude. And I was just like, whoa. GT, what was I doing? Like, damn.
GT, isn't there a spot now up north somewhere by Boyne that's just a pipe?
Yeah, it's a private
no, not anymore. That was at Seagull Club.
Okay.
That's at Seagull Club.
Rookie was a big part of that.
Rookie.
And so Cyrillic used to build the jumps and stuff there with Planet Snow, I believe it was. But they had these gigantic, dude. The pipe was so big, it was epic, dude. Pipe was bigger than the lift. You would ride the lift up, and you'd be looking like at the side of the deck of the pipe. And,
they actually had a lift, no tow rope, huh? They're not keeping it real.
Man, it would have been sick. But dude, at Seagull Club, it's a pretty epic joint anyway, and they've since cut their budget. But that pipe was money, dude. That was a super pipe, mega pipe, gigantic pipe, whatever they call it.
I mean, because like, and even when we were in Summit, like Frankie Wells is the master, obviously, and he kind of brought the reel because it was like a 6 foot, you know, whatever caved in stunt ditch. And then, you know, with Frankie Wells around, he would always be like, hey, you guys want to ride in the cat? And I'm trying to really dial in a pipe that works for skiers and snowboarders. Like, they didn't want to oververt. So, I don't know. Back in the then, it was like, let me make everybody happy. So, shout out to Frank Wells, man, for cutting some of the best early on pipes that we were able to ski on, man. It was amazing.
Dude. Wells is the shit.
Absolutely.
But we're giving half pipe makers love. We got to give Eric Rosenwald love. The guy who Mountains pipe. He has the same formula to find that in between on that fucking 15 and 18 foot.
Who's pipe?
June Mountain. Eric Rosenwald.
Oh, June. Yeah, dude, that's sick.
They always had the best kickers, man. When we went there to do Parkosaurus, Oh, it's just that jump line at Parkosaurus was no joke, you know. So good.
Something I want to get into, because we already got into 2 movies that we started on Guatemala Persuaders. I want to get in at this point in time, Nick Mercon, because he's not here. A lot of people don't know who he is. That's probably watching. And I want to give you guys a platform to give him his flowers, because you guys know him best and you know what he brought to the table. And
I love that guy.
I don't know, man. Like, maybe if you guys could take turns on like kind of saying who Nick was in the sport, because the man was wicked. Like, I didn't even realize he did the first 1260 in a pipe until today.
Come on.
So, like, I don't know if
that was
to say about Nick and how he played a role in your
because it looked like a 9. He did it so smooth. It looked like a 9, man.
I had to watch it 7 times to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, GT. Why don't you start?
Dude. Nick was one of my best friends, dude. He's sick. Like, he owned shit. Like, he was just. We always called him a cat. Like, he was just good. Like say, like Tanner knows. Like, he like freaking ski pig. Like, he was just so epic at anything he did. It was unbelievable. Like, I've never done that, but I'll try it, man. And then he'd go and do it and land on his feet. And then he'd turn around and be like, man, what you did looks like shit, dude. I'm like, oh, thanks, bro. You know, like, he was very good at letting you know what he thought of you. And so, like, that was like, because me, I'm a more sensitive guy of like people's feelings. And Nick was like, well, like a yin to the yang. He's like, yeah, well, no, you fucking suck. It's cool. You know, I'm like, it's not cool. You just said that, but like, okay, cool, man. He's just like, he's making out with a goat. He didn't give a shit. Like, he's just, I mean, missed the guy, you know, forever. But like, for as far as like skiing prowess and ability, insane, unparalleled, in my opinion. Like, I just thought that his lack of drive really hindered him, you know, a bunch, which, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Fucking Melkor.
Yeah, dude. That shot there that Johnny did, not that one, but the one that John did with Falcor, dude, that's epic, dude. That's
fucking A, Falcor, this bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We miss Nick, man, for sure.
Rest in peace, brother, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout to Nick.
Yeah, Nick, like I say, his skiing stuff was just insane. Like, to me, like, he's one of the first dudes that I saw that had like inverted 7s on lock, like off any feature. Didn't matter if it was like a weird ass hand built toe in off the Suckfari on Boreas Pass, you know, like, he would just show up and just own a session. It was just like, damn, dude, like, really? You just did that? Like, shit. Okay. And so he had valid grounds for telling me I sucked on the daily. You know, I didn't let it get to me, but like, really, it's just like, damn, dude, giddy up. And like, for him to be like doing the 1260 back in 2001, dude, those pipes were like janky. They're tiny. And do you remember that, Omar? It was like the day before the U.S. Open and the very first half pipe event at the U.S. Open, the practice day before, Nick shut that place down. Everybody stopped fucking hiking. And all of a sudden, like, Nick's like, dude, I'm sending a 12er. I'm like, yeah, you got that shit? And like, and he ate shit like 6-7 times. And he finally nailed it, dude. And I was just like, what, dude? What, like I say, in my mind, there was like 500 people there. There's probably 50, but like, dude,
everyone stopped.
No, there was a big crowd back then, man.
Yeah. Well, it was a small tribe, man. It was sick, and he shut it down. I remember, like, after that, I was like, oh, dude, like, you're gonna come back tomorrow, and like, dude, he came back. Like, did he even see the next day over? Like, I don't even know if he competed.
No.
And I remember I was like decent at pipe. And I had a 9 and a flare and some other bullshit, but I made a deal with Freeze to judge slope style. I was like, I'll judge it, so I don't have to pay for something. I had to judge half a slope style and then ski my heat and then go back to judging. It was so janky. And then it was like I missed.
Sounds legit.
Dude, yeah, totally, dude. And then I missed freaking like I missed the half pipe. I was like, damn, dude, I should have been here for half pipe. And so then, like, I missed the whole half-pipe contest, which I should have been in, and it was just classic, dude. And then I just showed up the next day hammered, and my American superhero suit, whatever the hell it was, dude.
Dude, that was the Evil Knievel.
Turbo Tufflemyre.
Yeah. Turbo.
What a dork.
Turbo.
What a dork.
That was Turbo.
It was wicked. Like I was because I forgot about Turbo, but I remember you being there at the time, and I was just like, "Yo." So if people are watching this, Tufflemyre would dress up as this character, and he would just fucking snake and poach during the event. You know, like imagine like a major event now, someone just like boozes up and then like shows up and does dope tricks. Probably can beat over half the crowd, but it's just having fun.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, dude.
CJ.
We got a start on.
CJ Turbo Turner, dude.
Dude, we're just so thankful that like Tag from Smith and there's Ash, dude. And like all the homies were like, they understood. They were down there like, we don't give a fuck if you win the U.S. Open. Like, you're there representing, having fun. Like, we're still going to keep you on the team. Big deal. You know, and like, God, back then it was just Wild West, man. That was killer.
Well, it was backed up as like, you know what? Like, yeah, you can ski well too, but like, if you're having fun, we're still going to back you. You know, that shit don't happen nowadays, you know? I mean, to some, but it's serious business. But yeah, man, Murcon, I think, the kid, you know, parts of the times you wanted to hate him, even though he's one of my best friends ever in life. And, he was just one of those off the couch guys. And it was just everything he did. Like you said, GT, even if he had never done it, he said, I'm going to try this. And then he stomped it or invented a new trick. And it was like, Greggy and I would try and just destroy ourselves for 2 weeks, break everything, and be like, I still don't got that trick. I still don't have those tricks. You know what I mean?
Never had those tricks.
You're just like, fuck you, dude. Like, you're just too good. He just had that ability. And, you know, I think
that segment was the one that Snuffleupagus shit all over the.
But, you know, he just had that raw talent, man. And I think, like, if he was just a little shittier at skiing, he would have done that much more and been that much more motivated. But he did his thing, man. And I got to respect that too, because he gave zero fucks. And, you know, like, even if I had to give him a half a pint of his backup flask of vodka on the way up the lift to get him to take a round, he's like, I'm not doing this shit. I'd said, well, surprise, motherfucker. Here's your fucking flask. Slam that and go win this shit right now.
Yeah. So I want to get into that right now. So Mikkel in 2004 won the U.S. Open Big Air pretty fucking wasted. And so I remember Murcon in slopestyle. I don't remember what year it was. His first Public Enemy year. And he got third, I think, in slope at the U.S. Open, and he was drunk as fuck. And is that about right? 2003? And
that would have been 02, I think, right? Yeah, 02.
It don't
matter. We're splitting hairs. It don't matter.
Because it was just like, I don't know, him and Mikkel, man, they set a bar where I'd never seen nothing like it, where the natural talent was just like, it took over the brain.
Yeah. And it was fun too, man. And like, even in those days when it was like, you know, Booze Boyz, the Chronic Crew, whatever, you know, like it was all love still between everybody. It was all love. It was like, damn, that's part of our crew. That crew he's, you know, Nick's representing for us. So right now, like, I'm not up there, but like they're going tit for tat, bang, bang, bang. And between those two, I mean, that energy just kept escalating. It was like they were going boom, boom, you know what I mean? And like that was just insane. You know, and then it was like after that went down, I think we all just finally like celebrated and meshed with all those guys, Mikkel, and just, you know, like even it just brought everybody closer when that shit went down like that, you know?
Dude, I think everybody was like, back then, everybody was cool with everybody because we all loved the same thing. It was such a tight zone. There wasn't like a ton of beef really, like on anything. It was just like, oh fuck man, we're going to Super Park. We're going to Puckasaurus. Like it was like celebration. It was like
the only thing I was hated on is if you spun too much or if you tried to flip more than once. That was the only thing.
Dude, now the double flip deal, the like. That got dicey for a while there.
Well,
you know
think
what
about it. Trobs were doing double miskies off the wind lip in 1999, 2000, and everyone goes fucking aerials.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Now Eric, dude, do you remember? Because the Schraubs are they're from Wisconsin. You know, they're from the Midwest.
Oh,
they live now in my area. They live probably 20 minutes away. So they're sick as fuck. Like those guys are sick. They're legit, man. I love those guys.
I love them as well.
But what I'm saying is like it was really difficult because I remember judging the what the hell was it? It was Big Air. Once again, why wouldn't I be skiing? You know, like getting paid to ski. I just sit in the judge's outfit and freaking get hammered. And was it Luke or Adam Omar? I might remember. One of the dudes did a like switch back 180 front or some shit, dude. I was like,
yeah, he did it was a
double front half.
Yeah, it was a switchback 180 front into a front.
Yeah, it's in Burger Time.
Okay,
it's in Burger Time somewhere. It's in the Friends segment or something. It's probably not called Friends, but it's just a
fucking screaming semen double front.
Dude, whatever it was, dude, it was sick, dude. And I was like, whoa, holy shit, like that just won the fucking world. You know, like that's insane. Like you took off backwards and did all this crazy shit. And Chris Hawks, he's like, dude, like, no way. He's like, this ain't aerials, this is free skiing. And I'm like, damn, dude, like, why you gotta make me think about all this shit? Like I'm just like thinking.
Well,
like,
and it got in our head too, you know? It got in our head because I was like, I'm not gonna do that shit, so I gotta hate on it.
Well,
that shit was wild. That shit was wild.
So wild. And you know what? Like, I think that in my looking back, whatever, they didn't do the flags, whatever the shit it was, but I did say like, dude, that should have won because I thought it was so effing insane. But I think Bellon or I think it was Phil. It definitely was Phil, like beat him with like a cork 9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, that's sick. Like it was a sick cork 9 tail, whatever it is. But I'm like, dude, that dude just did a switch back 180 front, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
but here's what happened. So Schraub won best trick because it was a huge crowd. It's like 10,000 people. Crowd went fucking nuts.
Yeah, they did.
Crowd said you won by the first thing. But so Oakley gave him the best trick. They gave him that time bomb.
Watch. Yeah, dude, because you know what?
So
the next day, I think Omar and I needed a ride back home the next day, and we bummed into the Schraubs. We were like, walking around
we did.
Village,
and that was kind of like the first. That was kind of like the first time we'd actually like, you know, vibed out with them, and we took the ride with them. Like, oh shit, we gotta take this ride or whatever. And then like, we were like,
hey, Omar,
by the end of the trip, it was like,
or a Beetle. Dude,
PT Cruiser, dude, all day. That's what
this
we asked him on the ride. We were trying to get to know him. Yeah, we were trying to get to know him, and it was like, would you rather?
The whole ride over the pass was an argument between the twins about what's cooler, a PT Cruiser or a Beetle, and we're both going, neither, dude. They both suck. Like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like,
what about a Trans Am, motherfucker?
But dude, those dudes are epic, man. Those dudes.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, they like one summer they drove their fucking Honda Gold Wings or Silver Wings or whatever shit to Whistler with trailers and shit behind them as an adventure. I'm like, dude, that's fucking pretty cool.
Is that their little brother Zach in Guatemalan Persuader that you're sitting at a table with hugging?
Me?
Yeah, you're like,
I don't know
the redheaded kid.
I don't know who that kid is, dude. And then Porky, like Mercon, he fucking edited in some funny ass shit. I don't know who that kid is.
Okay. No, I thought that was Little Schraub.
No, I don't think so because those guys are like our age. Like I think they're like your age, Iberg.
No, the Schraubs are, but they have a little brother Zach that does that little at that time.
Really?
Yeah.
Get it? Why you get it, man? I don't know.
That was the Truffle Shuffle kid, wasn't it, GT?
No, that kid was from Snow Summit.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No, that's the little. You're talking about the little red-haired kid that you had your arm around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, so when I do that, like randomly, and then John like edits it to look like that, and you know, I still
dude,
John's one of my best friends. I love that guy.
Yeah. he had a way though. He had a way of setting you up and knowing what it was going to be before you had any.
Dude,
and it was way
so bad,
too. It was late after you did. It was way too late. You were gone. You're done. No turning back. You see you later. But you know, you just had to love it. You just had to know whatever you were doing, it was going down.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah,
straight up, dude.
Absolutely.
A genius with the skits. Let's hear some Tufflemyre insights on your intro to Guatemalan Persuader. Both of you have just like the most awesome skits to introduce your segment. Here's Tufflemyre's.
Dude.
Talk about this.
Dude, we did this at my deck with like this random ladder we had.
Belushi.
This is all John. John had this vision. He's like, oh yeah, dude, Animal House. And you can come over. And then like, so we did it on the green screen. And like, you can see John Belushi, like, when he turns the thing, dude. And like,
the reflection.
Dude, it's like, how was your date with Greg? You know, it's like, damn, it worked out perfect, dude. And like, so we just did this. Dude, it took like, I think 1 take or something in my front yard. Remember that place on 7th, Hammer's house? And,
yeah.
So we did this thing that John's wife was making a craft out of. We took it.
Yeah.
Like, we need this for a minute. It's like, dang, sorry, Michelle. You can see some titties, you know?
And you know, none of it really made sense. It was just like whatever we were up to that day, you know, and just that's just how it came.
God.
So natural. None of it was really thought about, or you just didn't know what was going on, and then it turned into something like that. Like same when I was doing my green screen stuff, and Johnny's just making me sit out, and well, no, I guess I wasn't at Meadow. But I'm sitting there talking to myself, and I have no idea how this is going to work out. And then he edits this chick, and she's a pro horse rider. You know, it's just you never knew what was going down. You just had to do it, and that's why it was amazing. Because when it
you
came
know
out,
what's epic though? It's like that scene right there. I had no clue. I did not see that until the premiere, dude. Like it was epic. I was like, what?
I didn't see any of it. No, and that's how we do it. I never got to see it because he would be like, nah, you knew I'd be like, oh, dude, that might be a little
Johnny was the master, dude.
Yeah.
You have the best line, right with the flower.
Pretend his ass.
What a great intro.
Yeah. I mean, and it all worked. It's magic, man. I'll claim that myself. All that stuff, everybody's scenes. I mean, just to really think how Johnny's brain worked, and Nick's as well. Those guys just knew. I mean, Johnny should be writing Hollywood scripts to this day. You know, like he had seen all these movies, and just you remember remembering some professional like cowgirl from a movie that I don't even know where it ever came from. You know what I mean? Like,
still not.
Just pure magic, but. You know, I mean, that was real, actually. Yeah, she was there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I love that shit. Love it.
Great stuff.
Yeah, dude. That guy's a genius.
I think we gotta get some, you know, like I said, get the crew together and at least put another little seg with all of our favorite people like B-Dog and Harlow and those boys, you know, because there's a crews out there that are doing what we do, but you know, maybe they just don't want to really put that type of shit in there. But it's okay, boys, you can do it. They'll be fine.
Armada's good with it, man.
I don't know if there is crews out there doing the shit you guys did.
What about Zoot Space though, dude? Zoot Space.
Yeah,
dude.
like Craig said, Zoot Space is definitely up the alley of what those guys were doing, but not quite as thought of. Like they didn't have the Johnny or John Mercon behind it, writing the skits and doing the green screen, but they do not give a fuck.
Yeah. And how does the industry respond to those guys? I mean, do they have sponsors? Are they getting paid? You know what I mean? Like,
hey, Omar, everybody in the industry gets a free pair of skis. That's it. There's no more money. It's gone.
Sorry, man. Sorry. I was back in time. You know? Yeah. Sorry. I was paid. Yeah, I was reliving, you know, our days, but
no.
I guess you're right.
Dinner.
They just take out, you know, one of the big guys like T or somebody, and then they give out 40 pairs of goggles to 40 kids, and they got 40 new athletes. It's easy.
Boom.
Yeah. Genius.
No, I'm pretty sure Phil Armada would get on board. Like, you going now? Talk to me, bud. Like, Full Tilt's going away. You're going to be having K2 boots. What's going on there, bro?
That's what it is. K2 owned Full Tilt.
Yeah.
And they just took away Full Tilt and brought it to K2 Umbrella, kind of like Burton did with Forum.
Right. Now is Armada good?
Now Phil is an Armada K2 athlete.
Whoa.
There you go. 2 speed sponsors? That's
I love it, dude. Because you're throwing them both up. So you got K2 on the left or K2 on the right? Like, dang. That would be sick. Okay.
Whatever day
guys
he's
are all
feeling.
cool, man. You guys could throw out some real wacky stuff.
I mean, they have kind of no choice unless Armada starts making ski boots. Then they really have no say in the game in that area.
Of course not.
Good, man. Yeah, because you can't just like start riding a boot that you're not going to perform well in, right? Like if that's your boot, that's your boot. Or you just hopefully they gave you, 40 or 50 pairs of your pro model before they went down, and then you just ride those forever.
Spray paint them bad boys. It don't matter.
Yeah. Send them out all airbrush those bitches.
Yeah.
No, that was just a thought. Love those boots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. True.
Where we going, Phil? Phil's the best guy to call.
Oh, well, I have here in my notes, like, Omar 2 Live Crew. What is this about?
2 Live Crew, man. As nasty as they want to be. So back in the day, we did...
he was like 16 and snuck into the club, dude. Baller.
Well, I was selling weed. I was selling weed to all the bartenders and all the people that were in the bar. So they let me in the back door, and that's how I was in. And if I heard the whistle, it was like go out the back door because the cops are in here. So, anyways, I got
another story about that, but no, go on.
There's a lot of stories about that, but the 2 Live Crew thing. What was that? Was that Sherpa Yeti's bar, the concert venue in Breck there? Yeah. So 2 Live Crew was playing, and I rolled there, and I had some extra weed, and I got into the green room afterwards, and I was like, "Hey, man!" Like to the bouncer, their security guard, bodyguard. I was like, "I got something for them, man. They're gonna want it. I just let me in there to give it to them. Yeah, I'll give it to him. So I was like, "No." So I went back there and started hanging out with Luke and Marquise, your brother, and those guys. I gave them some weed, and they were like, "Man, you gotta hang out and smoke this with us." And we smoked a bunch of it, and then they're like, "We're gonna need some more of this. We're staying here tonight, whatever." And I was like, "All right, well, if you guys give me one of those autographed vinyl records of yours, and then let me use this footage that we filmed of all their dancers on stage in our movie, and we got a deal." So I ended up hanging out with 2 Live Crew for like 2 or 3 days, just hanging out, smoking weed, and just being like, what am I doing with these people? These are like, I grew up on 2 Live Crew. I stole the 2 Live Crew tape from my brothers and dubbed it over back in the day. And I would listen to that every day. I knew every one of those lyrics. And like, that was when the album was getting hit for like censorship back in the day and all that bullshit. And, so we just thought it was a good deal, man. We peeled out that footage, and it blended perfectly with my segment.
So Omar got a history with rappers.
Yeah.
Dude, Omar once had to spot Big Bank Hank from Sugar Hill Gang $5, dude. Anyway, that's a Michigan story. It was just like, I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, Big Bank Hank was short $5. Hey, look him up. Like,
give me my $5.
Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang. Look him up. That's old shit, but that's awesome.
Hip hop. Yeah, that track's like 12 minutes long. It's a sick track.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
you hooked him up for $5.
Well, and then and then there's always been, I don't know what it is, GT. I've always had that connection with these crazy rapper artists, and like even when I came out to Tahoe and we started Filthy Rich production.
The Sugar Hill Gang?
Yeah,
I was listening to that last night.
Sick, dude.
Bomb.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Dude, all right, so you see Big Bank Hank, Phil?
I don't know him though.
Well, you see him on there. Omar helped him out at the venue with $5.
Yeah, that's epic. That's so good.
Yeah.
And even better, I think you were 16? Snuck into that?
Maybe.
Maybe. I was like, I was like having to like be his big brother, wingman, sneaky man, wherever it went. Because I'm 46. How old are you now? Like 40, 41,
42.
40. Jesus, you're old. And like
hair's
like,
still looking real good though.
Dude, looking fresh. God dang, that's epic.
I can't believe it's real.
Fruit.
Yeah,
No,
both you guys are still killing with the airs.
Dude, anyway. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, GT, by the time I turned 21, I was like, there wasn't nothing, no big deal. I was like, I already did everything I wanted to do. I already been in all the bars. I had it dialed, though. I had it dialed.
That is funny, dude. That is funny. But, no, skiing's been good to us, dude. I mean, I feel bad. Like, I just ran into, I was in Colorado for half a minute for a hardware shit, and ran into the promotions girl from Vocal. And she's just like, yo, like, I just talked to Ivory. Remember Ivory, Omar? Anyway, she's like, yeah, Ivory's like, if you don't put him on the VIP program, like, you're fired. Because, like, I've been getting hand-me-downs from Hornback and, like, just, scrapping shit together. And I was like, well, dude, all I'm about is, like, adult race league, bro. Like, I want to just go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, all right, I want to hit a couple
jumps.
Some
Michigan ice, man.
Dude, I need to arc that.
Did you just say you're in the race league?
I think
I'm
going to drop some base. Did you get your gold in NASCAR yet, bro?
Fool, you're kidding me? I'm platinum.
Yeah, my guy.
Dude, but no, like, Hornback will attest. He's just like, listen, dude, like, you can't be all stoked about getting third place in the men's adult league at Bittersweet. I'm like, I'm more than stoked. I'm fired up. I'm on the podium, baby. Tuesday night.
Not dope.
No, dude, I'm stoked, dude. Like, third place.
GT, I expect
sometimes, but you get the handicaps involved. I'm like, ninth. But whatever.
Nah.
I go
like,
time.
Who are you losing to?
Yeah,
fast old men, dude. These guys are like.
You wearing a spandex? Are you wearing a spandex onesie?
Dude, I'm wearing the whatever Mike gave me, dude. I'm wearing some shit that like Mike gave me that's like looks like a sale.
We gotta call like Rawls. I'll see Rawls next time you're here in town, and I gotta get you a suit, dude. That'll shave off.
I might get a suit or some raw pants or something with some pads, dude. Yeah, I'm just saying, like those dudes are quick, man. They got the wax. Wax.
I mean, GT, you're just probably riding a bunch of core shot skis down the race course, like, come on, bro. Do it. You got this.
It's classic, dude. I
expect a championship this year.
Have you ever thought about, like, using wax?
What? Okay, yeah, I'm fancy.
I mean, that's really
no, dude, like, I'll wax him up, dude. Like, we got this dude, anyway, like, I'll wax everybody's skis on my team. Like, we all suck. I'll wax them up like once or twice a year when I've got some time and like get my shit out and do it. And like then we totally butter those bad boys up. But man, I ain't no racer. I don't know how to do it. I'm scared of those gates.
So snow sucks anyway when it gets soft.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like, I'm looking for racecraft and like these dudes are like, you're scrappy, bro. Like you're fast. I'm like, I ain't fast. Like I'm scared of the gates. So like, yeah, but like. Your turns are shit. Or my turns are good, my racecraft shit. And I'm like, yeah, no, suck it, bro.
Fuck those guys.
You know what? All right, here's a little secret. I ain't gonna tell a secret. I gotta keep a secret. It's really funny though. I'll tell you guys later.
Yeah, all right. Good
anyway,
deal.
No, but back in the day, skiing was awesome. It still is awesome. I'm glad Phil's fucking kicking ass.
Phil.
I'm bummed I missed out, dude. Omar, I looked for Phil. Him and Mike were filming some shit in Kalamazoo, like 3 blocks from the hardware store in Kalamazoo where I was working. And I was like, dude, all right, man, I'll swing through. And then like they're gone. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
They got the shots, man. Those boys, it only takes one or two goes, and that shit's done. Boy. You gotta go quick with
dude,
that.
I lied, dude. I couldn't.
Those boys, they get that. It's not like back in the day, GT, where it took us, a whole season to get that one shot. These guys fucking
I know, right? Like,
boom, bomb. They got that shit
great.
No, we just got chased by the owner of the store there. Probably.
That's why you had to wait for PT to be like, oh, hey, hey, Jeff, I know these boys. They're good with me. You know, just go around there back.
They're out of towners.
Yeah, they're out of town. They don't
Hey,
know.
all right. Omar, Iberg, Phil. Favorite skier from 01 to 04? Like, who's your favorite, like, overall skier badass?
01 to 04.
Top three. I'll give you guys top three. Top three. From the glory days.
Let the youngest go first.
All right, Filio. Who
started.
Your dopest? Yeah.
Philou Poirier was my
Sick.
first favorite from the game with his segment Rock Superstar. Then Mikhail Deschno.
Yeah.
And Royalty. And I'd say Eric Pollard in Royalty and Propaganda. So that would be my top three from 01 to 04.
Okay. Sick, dude. Those are legit. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
And then, Omar.
Shit, I'd have to say my number one would be Candide. He was just always so damn nasty. I didn't care what he was
gigantic, dude. Do you remember freaking Super Park and Mammoth on that 145-foot freaking hip?
Insane, dude.
That just shut it down.
Just stepped up.
You were there, weren't you, Iberg?
I was there, but I actually left when he did that, and I went and filmed on the backside with Thomas Rinfrat. And
no way, really?
Yeah, because I was like, there was 50 cameras there, and I'm like, you know what? I need to shop for my movie, and I'm not about to hang out with every other movie.
No, you know what? That's legit. That's the legit part.
And we got a dope ass shot where Thomas jumped up on a fucking deck on the back of Mammoth, and it was all like cheese grater, and the snow went through, and he almost ripped off a finger. I saw a snowboarder actually rip his finger off that day because he had his fingers spread out when he landed.
No way, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got ours, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. No, that's legit, dude. Like, I just remember, like what Omar said, dude. That Candide that day, like, fucking shut it down. Like there was like freaking the best of the best skiers in the world, in my opinion, sitting on their skis in the snow and just sort of like, holy shit.
No, everyone.
It was just like
every skier, every camera, everyone was watching him.
Dude, what about this? What about this? Is going deep. I'm sorry to talk over you, Eric, but like going over like the two tables leading into it were massive. It's like massive. And I remember like
we talked with Bushfield last week. He broke his ribs or something. Homie, like McMurray broke his leg. Yeah, like everyone got broken off.
Dude, I remember that. Dude, it was gnarly. I remember like, of course, Hornbeck laughed because I was hitting like switch with the comp wedge backwards, but like freaking hitting that first jump table, like the setups back, was like, holy shit, you gotta be flying. But then that shot, dude.
And that's like a true table with the gnarliest knuckle, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they built it. Everyone hit it as a hit.
Right.
The only one. It wasn't even meant to be a true table. It just was like fuck it because they couldn't build a proper landing.
Yeah. They didn't talk to Candide.
Yeah.
Bam.
It was we just sat down. Man. We just sat down there and watched, but I would have to say Candide, and then I gotta give a shout to my boy GT because that was pretty much one of my favorite skiers, and he was like an older brother to me, so that was always inspiring, man. And he just always motivated me, and we did each other, hopefully. And it was just like I looked up to GT every day. You know what I mean? I didn't really like look out to that many other people. We always like dissected style and this and that, but I think one of my favorite skiers obviously is GT, man. And just because of the times we had and what I learned, and we pushed each other. It was fucking amazing. And
since you were 10.
Absolutely.
I think it was probably because you always came to him when those dicks from Indiana came up.
Absolutely.
And you wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
I was like the big brother. You're like, come on, bro. This guy said I was an asshole. We're going to go beat him up. You're 6 foot tall. Let's go get him. Like, Jesus, dude. That was like every other Friday night.
Oh man, when those fucking buses would come in, dude, it was pillage time. At least I ate all their lunches and stole all their good drinks out of the cafeteria. You know what I mean?
So you got bro, you got Candide. You gotta go Tanner, dude. You gotta go Tanner.
You gotta go.
You can't not go Tanner.
No, that's it for me for sure. That's it, man. Tanner's that other guy, man, and I had never seen someone just. Man, he's got that like skateboarder mentality where like he will just
He's
sit.
gonna make the trip.
Even when he came out a couple of years ago to finish his segment, and I was living up at CR's parents' place, and he came in and he brought his winch, and he's like, I really just want to do some raw shit here in the house in the yard, and I was like, yeah, there's no drops. There's no areas to build some jumps. He's like, no, I got the winch and
that like double back in between the trees or something.
In the trees and all the transfers, it was insane,
intense, bro.
And to understand Tanner and be such close friends after all these years, he with his injuries and all his shit that he has overcome, man, just like to see that kid, and I'm the one running the winch out there, pulling him into it like 35 miles an hour, and he's just 30 feet up the tree to flat, just oh my god, and it's just like, bro, your legs are gonna shoot through your pants, and he just has that drive and that motivation and that passion.
All the time, dude. Like, look at fucking Phil. He broke his femur in fucking Michigan.
Yeah,
Battle Creek, dude. Like this, like Phil's a gnarly son of a bitch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like these guys that have that like skateboard
mentality. Phil, you a gnarly son of a bitch, right, bro?
Absolutely,
right,
man.
Phil, right?
Yeah, my G.
He's gnarly.
But that's
everybody can be nice and smile and still be fucking gritty, man. Fucking have gravel in the gut, be gnarly, and get it done, dude. And Tanner's got that in tenfolds. Phil's
he's still got it.
Successful in this game. He's got that shit in tenfold.
He's still got it, and that'll never go away. And that's that true passion, man, and that passion for the sport and that love, man. It's like I've never seen anything close to what Tanner's drive is.
Tanner's the man. CR is the man. Rest in peace.
CR, another brother.
Candide, Candide was the shit from that era. We're forgetting one dude that like.
And now, Greg, you're just taking over. Are you doing your top three right now?
Yeah, I'm just taking over for you, Eric. Don't worry about it. You got that linked up? It's good. I want to say like Crichton, dude.
Crichton.
Oh, wait, you're saying
Crichton, dude. I love that guy.
Yeah, 02 and 03. Yeah, you're right. 02, 03, 04. He did dominate. Half-life, he had super champ.
Like
nasty.
Every time I crossed paths with him, I was like, "Damn, you're here." Shit.
Yeah.
Like, and he was so cool though. Like, Dave was always a super cool dude.
Super mellow, man. But he kind of chilled solo, ran kind of solo, but just did his thing.
Yeah, but
man.
like he had his like Ottawa crew, like Hibbert and shit, whatever. I don't even know. Maybe it was a level 1 crew. I don't even know. But like Crichton, dude, I saw him roll into like Camp of Champs, dude. You remember this? Like when we had that quarter pipe. First you were there, and like I think what's that dude? Peter Line had it, whatever. I don't even know. And he's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm David." I'm like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Greg. Cool, good to meet you." Yeah, blah, blah. He drops in switch on this quarter pipe, dude, and just greases, just laced up a fucking switch 9. No,
yeah, nasty.
He took off switch, landed forward, whatever that is, dude. It was like out of the pipe. It wasn't like below the lip, dude. Like this homie was like, I was like, son of a bitch. Like,
he was so sick. If you think about it now, like 01 too. Like now that my brain goes, like 01 and Whistler when they had that quarter pipe when he was on hard skis.
Dude, you beat me too. Oh, dude. Oh,
yeah.
But that was 01. Okay, 01 was on hard skis. But then the next year when he started in the pipe. Because 01, he won slopestyle at WSI. In 02, he won for half-pipe biggest hit when he was doing those alley-oop flat 5s with the green helmet.
Nasty.
So, like, dude, he dominated. Now that good call, Mr. Tufflemyre.
Dude, no, dude, he's on Hart skis, dude. I remember, I was like, he's on like, dude, Hart's weren't around.
Well, he was on Hart Japan.
Hart Japan.
And he was on, because he was on Fulio Clothing as well, which was the Japanese clothing company.
That's a move.
Dude, no, dude. Like, Crichton was the shit. Dude. He is the shit, dude. Like, damn.
Big up.
They ran like ads in Japan, so much of him. He was huge.
For real?
Yeah. Dude, he was a big deal in Japan with Hart and Fulio.
That's sick, dude. No, dude, Crichton, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good call, GT.
Dude, hey Omar, what about when we had that pipe cut apart at Copper Mountain?
Yep.
I think I blew my face apart.
That was the scariest thing ever. I mean, one of them, besides that high jump that me and you did.
We got some trucks, baby.
We got some trucks. We got some trucks.
We want some trucks jumping over a ribbon like 20 foot in the air or something.
24, bro.
24, yeah. That was gnarly.
Hey, but I will say this: it was our idea, so we can't really hate on it.
Dude, that was wacky.
Yeah,
that's wacky, dude.
Let's hear it, Iberg. Let's hear the top 3 from the Mr. I grade over here.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for this.
Yeah, totally. Dude.
01 to 04, but number 1 would be Bellinger. I was a super fan, and then I'd go probably Meek and Tanner, just because that's who I was around, and that's like who I thought was like. Mikael was his own personality. He was all just like wild. And then Tanner just like still to this day, like there's no one that worked. Tanner motivates me every day just still to this day because of his work ethic.
100%.
So no matter what you do in life, if you look at your life and be like, I don't like, and you think about how much work ethic you put into what you're trying to accomplish, you look at Tanner and you call yourself a bitch. And so he's like the biggest motivator for me of all time. But that's like cool. That era from 01 to 04, to be able to work on so many projects with those 3 people and like be able to be influenced as friends and like see what they were able to do with others, it was epic.
Yeah.
For real, dude. What a hoss. What a hoss, dude.
Absolutely, Tanner.
I think we all agree with that.
Still getting it. Harder than ever.
For sure. Tanner is in my top 3 as well. It's hard to say too because 01 to 04 is such like a time like it's like who then at that moment, and I feel like you guys were around them, but me, I got introduced to them with the segments, and so much of the segment was based on the song. If I like the song, I love the dude, and that's why Falou like resonated so much. Rock Superstar was like, oh my fucking god. Then Pollard with Deltron 3030, Royalty, and with Words of Truth, Sizzla, Mikael, like that shit. And
like how hard was it to like Shane Zox with his early songs?
Skip.
Yeah. When we all loved Skiing, but then he had that song that was all moody or something. Music is crazy, man. Once again, big up yourselves and Mercon Industries for picking great soundtracks, because even if it wasn't our genre, it was entertaining.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you guys did entertaining music.
Yeah,
so I appreciated that.
We even had a cameo from El DeBarge. I don't know how we got him to come do that.
hey, what about Coolio? Rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, Coolio.
Remember
we kicked it with Coolio multiple times, man.
He's like, I'll take a tip. We're like, what the hell's the tip?
I want the tip. The tip.
Coolio. Ride, let it slide. You know? Like,
yeah, man. You got to hang with Coolio. Good shit.
Dang,
RIP. Yeah. Good times, man. But yeah, those are all, you know, and those are all different styles too. But man, the tracks just bring you into it. That's the truth, man. That's the truth.
Poo Dollar. We had a kid come across Poo Dollar. Dude, Poo Dollar's legit. We used to do Poo Dollar at Whistler.
Oh man, sitting out at the brasserie, just drinking pitchers.
Dude, remember Poo Dollar?
The next day, we would just
go to the stable, get turned, slap it on a dollar, and put it down. And we were coaches at Camp of Champ and High North, and we sit there and we just watch these people go by and pick up the dollar with poop on it and die laughing. And our campers, the campers would be like, "Yo, dude, like they just picked up the shit on the dollar."
I'm talking like dripping shit juice off of that, and then we had a couple of people pick the thing up and just right in their pocket. Like I saw it, they were like, whatever. I was like, no, good shit. That was.
Nunez was just talking about $2 yesterday.
Yeah,
Morrow.
Yeah, Morrow. Good. All the Canadian boys, Turpin, Morrow, all those guys, man. And that was a whole nother crew.
Love those crew, dude.
Once we were up there, you know, with Camp of Champions and stuff, like Yeah, Bushfield, all the whole Loose Cannon boys, man. Like, once we kind of even connected more with those guys at like being up at Camp of Champions, it was just like there's a whole nother world of fucking rock and roll cast that just is amazing, man. Those guys, there's something about that Canadian energy, man. That just is a different, amazing level.
It's a different speech than your diss in the Burger Time intro where you say, Cousin, Eau Claire, Dorian. All I gotta say is Canada's motherfucking gay.
Yeah, that was probably the worst one that I had because I was like, I love like those guys are the shit and Canada is fucking amazing. So like I got nothing on that one, dude. I'll admit that, you know. Because those guys are all the shit, and man, I love it up there. We need to get back up to the glacier for some ripping, GT.
Dude, it's done.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, time flies. Who knows? But either way,
no, dude. All I'm saying is that like the crews need to get together.
Yeah,
the current crews and just have like a Parkasaurus fucking battle, dude, or fun.
Absolutely.
Like. Dude, I mean, Kimbo Sessions goes on because I follow that a little bit, but like, what else is there, Phil? Is there some good shit that
this year you're
everybody
familiar
gets
with
together?
Super Unknown, what Level 1 does to introduce new skiers to the game? Then this year they're inviting a bunch of people in Mammoth, and they're inviting a lot of crews to get together. I think they're planning on having like a shitload of people, kind of like. It makes me think of Parkasaurus style reunion, so hopefully that will come about.
Wicked.
I mean, it was like literally those were one of the. That was like what we looked forward to every year. It was like in the spring, so like you weren't doing contests anymore. You weren't about getting hurt, kind of. You're just like everyone got together, man, and it only took one person to like set it off, and then it was like. I don't know how many new tricks we learned, how much new shit you learned just in that week, just because that energy was just like, you couldn't touch that energy once everyone was vibing like that. Just sessions, man. And it was just
everyone
fun.
from every spot in the world. Like,
yeah, everyone.
Everyone's flavor all of a sudden was together for 1 week.
Yeah. And it was just like, it was no stress. It was nice and warm and sunny. We were partying. And that was another like deal where it was like, it wasn't straight like, a contest, so people were like, you know, eased up, and they weren't, you know, because there were so many contest skiers, like everyone, like a lot of people we knew that were insane in practice that would drop, just couldn't ever lay down a run really in the contest. It was just weird, you know, and like, man, like just to be able, you know, and everybody's at a contest, so they leave, they go to the hotel room, whatever. You don't really get to vibe that much with them, and for Parkasaurus and stuff, like. Just to be able to hang out, they'd throw everybody in houses and you didn't know who was staying with who. And then it was just like, you form this new relationship and you're like, fuck yeah. Like you get a segment, you get a segment, you get a segment, you get a segment. You guys are the shit. We're making a movie.
Hey, Omar, do you remember when, it's kind of funny. Like, it was June Mountain, Parkasaurus, and all the Academy kids showed up. Like, it was the first year of the Academy kids, June Mountain. We had fucking Chompy. Chompy's running through the grocery store and shit. Just go. and then like, hey, you guys seem pretty cool. Like we were like, you get some beer? Like, we'll get all the fucking beer you want, bro.
Yeah, like, you're gonna buy us. You're gonna buy us some, but yeah, we'll get you some too.
Yeah, dude. So it's like fucking. Who the fuck was it, dude? It was like these dudes from and I love the guys. And I can't remember them. Like Dan somebody, shit, dude. But they're like, oh, we're playing cards at the cabin and we want some beer. And so, like, we went and got them some fucking booze and shit behind their coach's back.
Yeah,
like,
Dan Marion.
Dude, I was like straight up.
Is
like,
it Dan Marion?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that was totally it. Yeah.
Dan
They
Marion.
got Dan Marion.
Yeah, dude, it was Dan Marion and
Lame Downer?
no, it wasn't Lame Downer, dude. He's legit. It wasn't Lame, dude. It was
Yeah.
who's the other dude?
CVA John Reedy?
No, it wasn't Reedy.
No, it wasn't
dude.
Reedy. No.
It was anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was just so funny because like we're just a bunch of assholes that brought this goat across the country in the back of my truck, Omar's truck.
Yeah.
Time for Academy.
Yeah, dude, we had Chompy. We had Chompy.
So
with
that
us.
was one of the most asked questions. I'm gonna have you guys because I know Chompy's whole story, and I gotta piss because I'm drinking a 40.
JP, was it JP?
You guys need to tell the whole Chompy
JP
story.
Solberg. Hornbeck's blowing me up with some JP Solberg. It was JP Solberg.
That probably was.
Yeah, he wanted to sneak him some beers. Little Mr. JP wanted some beers, dude.
So you guys gotta tell the whole story of Chompy. I'll preface it before I go. So there's Powder Super Park. It's Parkosaurus at June Mountain, California.
Yeah.
And you guys bring a goat. Explain, and I'll be back midway through the story.
Go take a leak, bro. Dude,
Yeah.
Nick. So I don't even know why we got him, Omar, but do you remember? Nick and I went down to Denver and bought him for $60.
Yeah. That was a half pygmy, half boar blend. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was weird. I can't remember why, but I think it was probably one of Mercon's ideas of something about getting a goat. And we trained that thing. That was smarter than 90% of the dogs that I knew. You know? It loved, and dude, its favorite food was those chili cheese Fritos. That fucking thing would crank those chili cheese Fritos like you've never seen before, bro.
Dude, I love this when we did the Raisinets and pushed them onto Rory's face.
Rory's face, yeah.
Dude, that was some prop.
That was good,
prop action right there, dude.
That was great props, man. Rory, shout out to Rory too, man.
Dude, yeah, heck yeah, Silva, dude.
That was when we got it really introduced to, a little bit before Parkosaurus, but we got introduced to Silva and Ben Shetler at that time, and then we kind of took Silva under our wing because we're like, oh yeah, he'll get wasted with us. We'll get him wasted, you know. And then he's like, well, I gotta take my insulin. We're like, what? You just been chugging 2 liters of Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper, but you gotta fucking shoot up your insulin. All right, shit. Maybe we should be easy on this kid, but you know.
Yeah. Rory's the shit, man.
And so we traveled with that goat everywhere. I got that gold crown chain. That was real gold. We got ski passes. We got those onesies, those baby onesies.
One piece, yeah, just one.
We airbrushed it, and we just brought it around. We partied with it. We brought it into our hotel rooms. That thing went.
Dude, remember when we showed up in Vegas with that goat? They're like, what? Like, it's just going with us, dude. And then Chompy's in the hotel room, headbutting himself or herself, whatever it was.
Smashing shit up.
Smashing the mirror with his head. And we're like, Chompy, chill out, dude. Like, it's good. We're just gonna go down there and win $5.
Yeah, whatever it was.
We didn't have no money to gamble.
I mean, but we had a pretty train, you know. We just had to take turns. We had a train. We had to take turns changing her diaper. You know, we had the diaper on inside the onesie, so it would just shit and piss in its diaper, and we let that thing run with us wherever we went.
Yeah, threw a diaper on the goat, the onesie.
Chompy
had a season past the June. Season past the June Mountain.
Chompy almost died that, like, while we were at June. Remember, we went out of the hotel room and the whole back of the truck was filled with the coyotes trying to get into the cage and eat her. We're like, no. They couldn't get in the cage, so, you know, I'll bring her back in the hotel room because I think she was pissing you off. She would leave you alone. What's that?
Phil and Eric. Sorry, dudes, but like, dude, we were at the grocery store in June Mountain, which is the size of like 3,000 square feet. And we're in there looking at like, what are we looking at? Like American craft cheese or some stupid shit. And all of a sudden the goat walks in. They're like, this goat opened the automatic door. We're like, oh yeah, that's our goat. Dude, like, leave it alone, dude. Chompy's here. We were getting for our Parkosaurus June Mountain, bitch. Like, here we are.
We were actually check it out. We were getting fucking cheese whiz, dude, for the Canadians. Remember?
Dude,
they love cheese whiz. They didn't have it in Canada.
Dude,
they go hard on that cheese whiz, man. Like, that's what's
they couldn't believe it.
That's how we got them to like do shit we wanted for our movie. You know, we were trading cans of cheese whiz.
Dude, Adma. Dude, remember Adma, dude?
Shout out.
I don't remember but I know Mark's the shit, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna get him on this show too, man.
Dude, Adma, dude, like Iberg. that dude is down for whatever, dude. He was just.
I once made him eat 26 things of mayonnaise, or what's mixed with mayonnaise, like some nasty shit at a super park in 2004 for $20. And then it was his intro to whatever Poor Boys movie that was. It was awesome.
Iberg, was that the same year that he did like 2 pints of Easy Cheese?
Dude, all I know is Nate Abbott showed up, and Nate Abbott says, "What up to you guys?"
Yeah, dude, what up, Nate?
Abbott, I haven't seen you, Nate.
Dude, crazy story. I ran into Nate in fucking Frisco, dude. Like at the hardware show.
Oh shit!
Not at the hardware show, but like I went up to run into Dan the man, my old roommate. Anyway, long story short, I went to go and I'm like, I'm in Frisco, Colorado for 2 hours, and I walk into this restaurant and he goes, "Tufflemyre," and I'm like, the fuck, Nate Abbott? Some bitch, dude. Like, yeah. I was like, fucking hugs and high fives, dude. Crazy.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This way it's supposed to work.
No, man, shout out to Abbott, too, man. He was
instrumental, dude.
He was amazing to have around, man. Just him always being around where we was. That was another one of the links that just, like, always had his camera killing shots back in the day, man. Like, definitely big shout out to Abbott for sure.
Yeah, you guys got a lot to say because of him. Like, I was thinking Breeze Magazine, all the lifestyle shots of weird-ass Tufflemyre, because he'd have, like, something like a Brad's Corner, but he had his own, like, because they loved your long-ass hair, and they're like, we can cut his head out and, like, make something funny. And dude,
I don't know if they had a fetish. I will say that we definitely appreciate Nate being the intern photographer.
Yeah.
And working with us, with all of us, and we got a lot of work from that. But
I mean, it was
Micah. It was Micah, bro.
Yeah.
Micah that was like, remember that beef he started between Andrew Shepard and I?
Yeah.
Dude, like Homeboy was in Snowdrifters, the ski movie. Remember this somewhere like back in the day?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Dude. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But like, Micah's like, you gotta call his ass out. He took all your glory, bro. And I'm like, all right, I'll fucking write up some shit. So I typed up some shit and sent it to Micah, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna tune this up. So Micah tuned the shit up, and it was all about back in '94. Omar's brother and I were doing 360 mute grabs in Breckenridge in '94. Over the big Wu-Tang hit in the park.
I did see 3 kids made a comment, timeout. I did see multiple kids today say you were the first person to ever do 360 mute grab. I had no idea what they're saying, but 1994. Great.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
Dude. And so, like, to Phil's credit, because Phil and I were talking briefly about, like, JP and I, but, like, it was funny as shit because back in '94 when I moved to Colorado, I couldn't really afford, and Omar's brother and I couldn't afford to be on a mogul team. And so we just like, fuck it, we'll go ski park. And it was back then snowboard park. We couldn't get into the park legitly. So we were like, fuck you, dude. We're going to ski what we want to ski. And so
Todd Richards had our back, though. He was
cool. Todd Richards did. He's like, these boys here will fucking like light you boys up. Like, doesn't matter. Like, if these guys show up, you fucking move away.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, TR did. Dude.
And don't make me strap on a snowboard, me and GT, because we'll do that shit better than you guys on a snowboard, too. Fucking
back
bitches.
then, dude, back to '94 style, for real. And so, like,
and don't make me get the fucking mono board out, because I'll do that shit, too.
Motherfucker, shit, we're all boards for it. Dude, all I'm saying is that that we're rolling through, and the sky is like, there's a giant gap. There was not a tabletop. It was a fucking gap from the half pipe here to tuck, or like point it all the way over. And I'm like, Omar and I, or not Omar, Omar's brother and I, because he was like 13 at the time. Jesus Christ. And fucking, we're greasing this bitch, throwing threes over it. And he's like, holy shit, dude, I'm from Tahoe with a crew of pros, and they're scared to hit that. And you just threed that bitch. I'm like, yeah, dude, like, fucking, I'll show them the speed. I don't care.
Michigan.
Michigan, baby. Michigan. And so, like,
representing.
And then, so they're like, all right, cool. And then, like, after the gap, it goes in. This is '94. After the gap, it goes into the Wu-Tang. They call it the Wu-Tang table. And he's like, what you got on this? I'm like, I don't know. What do you want? Like, I got sevens and whatever. And he's like, well, do what you do. And so I went off and did and Ash and I both, dude. Like, I'm not saying it's me, but like Ash and I both, dude, fucking like 3 fucking mute grab, bam, and fucking he's just like sick. And he's like, I'll get with you later. You work at what? I'm like, yeah, I work at the Rocky Mountain Ski Shop. And he's like, all right, cool. And he never showed up, of course. And my cousin buys the video, Snowdrifters, back in '94. And he's like, dude, you're in the fucking movie. And I'm like, nah, I ain't in the movie, dude. Like, whatever. So there's a 360 mute grab. And the long story short.
Is your 360 mute in Gordon Miller's Snowdrifter from '94?
Yeah, pre fucking Johnny Mosley.
Yeah.
Not that it fucking matters.
In a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snowdrifters by Rap Films.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a Gordon Miller movie. What?
Yeah, Rap Films, yeah. Yeah, did you
you're in the same movie as Kai's dad?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 46, bro. Shit, I'm goddamn ancient.
still rip a 360.
Yo, we're never
your bitch ass.
We're gonna do Kai on this show, and I don't think we're gonna do anyone that was in a movie with Kai's dad. You're the only one, Tufflemyre.
Shit, dude. No, I'm serious.
Like, that's big, man. I know the list we're doing is like 60 long, and like, yo, no one ever said Kai's dad. You win.
No, I'm old, dude. I'm old as shit, dude.
You're like 3 years older than me.
Well, that's what everybody used to make fun of me. It's like, you're still skiing with 16-year-olds. I'm like, yeah, I am, but like, I love the shit. But like, fuck. Omar, like, we just bloomed late, whatever, or the industry bloomed late, and yeah. Anyway, it was like Snowdrifters, and so they put my shot. This is fucking super lame, but like, they put my shot in a different dude's fucking segment. And so I never got credit for it. And like, I'm in the school, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's me. What the fuck is that?
Is this movie online, do you think?
No, dude, it's not online.
Because I found a couple
rap films.
Return to the Snow Zone, so they're like 91, 92.
Yeah, dude, it's the same company, Return to the Snow Zone, but it's called Snowdrifters.
Okay,
and,
I'm finding it.
Dude, you find it epic, dude. And there's one shot, I'm doing a 360 mute grab. So lame. And anyway, long story short is fucking JP and I were walking from somewhere in Whistler. And he's like, dude, that was you? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you're a fucking huge inspiration to me. He's like, I can't, like, that's the first time I've seen anybody grab their skis. You know, like, looking at my shit style now, it's so funny. But like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, that was the sickest shit. Like that inspired me and JF and whatever. And like JP said, we were hammered at the time, so he might have said.
Either way, fuck that.
Give a dog a jack.
94, man, you just proved it. Like, I don't know, big up yourself on that. And also, man, you said Ashley did it too?
Who?
Ashley,
yeah.
Oh, dude, Ashley did, yeah. Fucking Ashley was
so sick. We gotta big up Ashley too, man, because he didn't have a shot.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. He wasn't 7 though, was he, Omar?
Nah. Definitely. I mean, that man, and like, you know, shot or not, like, that was some savage ass shit in that park back then, dude. For back in the day, you know what I mean? It was you got broke off a lot, but yeah, I mean,
the Wu-Tang, bro.
That was famous. That'll always go down, man. That Wu-Tang, you know. And sometimes you had to pull up and get the old shovel out and tune it up yourself, you know, but that's how it was. It was thick. With the double chair right there, right next to it, you know, it was killer.
C-chair.
Right? Back in the day, yeah, 6-chair. Probably gone now. I think there's condos there now, but
probably.
Yeah, whatever. Who knows?
Dude, you remember when get on? I didn't have a pass, and you dropped me your lift ticket off the fucking lift ticket, and you're off the lift with your glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
the hustle.
Sick, dude. You were sneaking on all.
I think I was still.
What a bunch of losers.
I think I was still running that 12 and under pass too. You know, the free one.
He had a mustache.
I'm bringing it back a little bit. So Phil has a question he asks every time we ask, and it's about style. So I'm going to let Phil ask you this because you guys are great, man. We could go for hours. Like, it's fun. That's so fun.
Anytime, boys. Anytime.
Phil, style question.
Yeah, every guest we have on is style orientated. Obviously, the sport we do is. and we always want to know how the person would describe style in his words. So, Omar, if you want to kick it off for us.
Style in my words, man. It really just goes back. I was judging for the AFP for a while, and it was really hard because, with all the bullshit, USSA, all that type of stuff, and when Pipe and Slope, was going into the Olympics for Russia or whatever, it was really hard because a lot of people want a reward, and that's when all the dubs and all that shit were coming back hard, and it was just like, yeah, it was sick. Someone did, dub 12s, whatever, dub 9s, dub 10s, whatever it was. And it was really hard because a lot of the other judges wanted to judge that on being like this new innovative trick, this and that. And I was like, I'm the type of guy where it's like, hey, man, if you don't start with your switch 180 and go all four ways, and then threes all four ways with every grab, up to 7 all four ways with every grab. Don't do a fucking 10 before you can nail that style, man, and just like really gracefully seize it out, man. And that's what I recognize, and that's why I've recognized. And I ain't taking anything away from anybody or how they ski or whatever, but personally for me, I like to just see shit laid out, grabs styled out for days, man. Just like it's very inspiring, man. To see the style with B-Dog and Henrik and all these cats these days. It's nasty, and that's what I go for, man. Just that smooth and that just tweaked out grab and just effortlessly. You know what I mean? Just bam. So that goes hard for me, man. The seam still these days, just the biggest, nastiest switch, zero spin, just tweaked out, boom. That's what I'm all about. That's style to me. So.
Word up. And what about the Greg T? Let's hear it.
Yo, bro, style to me is much like Omar said, dude. It's just like smooth, freaking fluid, all that jazz. But at the same point, I can appreciate the straight up fucking gnarly. I'm gonna go do a quad cork. There's no style involved per se, but it's fucking gnarly, and so I can appreciate that. But the style. Yeah, good point.
But also you got him
from a gnarly standpoint, so I apologize. Style. You're right. Good point, Eric. But style, I'm always at awe because one of the only dudes I ski with that is gnarly is Hornback. You know what I mean? Mike is just so smooth, and he's not happy with himself until it's perfect or more perfect, and so it opens my eyes to what it really is. Where the era that I grew up in or come from was it's the trick. It's it doesn't matter.
Just get it. Yeah.
I just did a 720 in the moguls. That's worth 4 points. It wasn't about oh shit, did you just do a 720 freaking tail grab? Well, it doesn't get you any more points in the moguls.
Right.
That's where I struggle with style, and I always laugh because one was it last year, whatever year it was, the Lion Traveling Circus came through Bittersweet, and I was laughing with them, dude, how can Hornback come from fucking Bittersweet, with perfect beautiful style, and some me and Omar fucking scrappy sons of bitches. He comes, he's like, dude, different eras. Andy's different eras, dude.
Well, in the movies too, I think too, man. The younger, youth generation underneath us, as movies started dropping and people could dissect different people's styles, they're like, I'm gonna fucking robot mimic because that's what I like. You know what I mean?
Yep.
More things came out. It was that's what I like. I identify like that. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
And but the thing is too, GT is people can drop these switch 14s or whatever they are, and still do them nasty with style. So that's that's where I'm at.
Progression, dude. I love it.
I want to bring up a style point because it relates to Tufflemyre, and Abbott just brought it up. And it's a story we haven't told yet. So to me, a style can be anything, right? So Tufflemyre, your style is fun. Both of you guys' style is fun, right?
Okay.
Omar, yours is more I get to judge you when it's fun.
Yeah.
And Tufflemyre is like, oh my god, you're so weird, guitar. Like, awesome.
Fucking hair in front of his face,
dude. Hey,
smashing into the
Iberg,
fucking
like
concrete.
my segments would have fucking owned this shit back in '98.
Yeah, your shit is dope as fuck. So Abbott brought up a thing that I always think about when I think about you, Tufflemyre, other than like 3-hit pipes, just fun long hair. Maybe that's your top 3 things. And Whistler WSI, maybe 2003.
Yeah,
that you traded out. You had O'Neill as a sponsor, right? And
yeah,
like,
dude.
they're the awesomest.
Straight up.
So it's a good story. And so this is a fun story where a sponsor was cool with something, and I don't think you could ever say.
Dude, Eric, I was riding the lift with Johnny West, who's the team manager boss for O'Neill, and we're cruising the lift, and this dude was down there fucking with his neon suit, and he's like, "That's a Johnny West is like, dude, that's a fucking O'Neill suit." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's sick." He's like, "Let's go talk to him." I'm like, "All right, let's go fucking talk to him, dude." So get off the lift and I ski down, and I look at him and I'm like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" He's like, "Oh man, my fucking zippers, you know, whatever." He's from England, this dude was. And I'm like, "Hey, you okay with like, I'll give you my brand new next year's O'Neill shit and I'll take your suit." And he's like, "For real?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I don't give a shit." And he's like, "Okay." And Johnny West is dying laughing. He's like, "Are you really?" He's like, "Are you really gonna fucking trade him the suit?" Oh my god! Hey, Omar, here's your fucking suit.
No,
see, I knew. You know what? I knew it. I was like, I busted out a original piece from Guatemala. And I was waiting for GT. I was waiting, bro.
Kelly just fucking threw this in me.
That's right. That a girl. What up, Kelly? Yeah,
dude.
There it is.
So like,
boom, bomb.
So like that stink fucking bag. The homeboy's like, "Yeah, I'll do this," and I'm like, "All right, cool." And so we changed. I had to pull out of my ski boots and shit to fucking do this onto the lift at Whistler going down to the park, and did all this shit and fucking get this thing on. And I remember vividly like Nick Mercon look at me and he's like, "The fuck is wrong with you, dude?" And I'm like, "I don't give a fuck. I don't know, dude." This guy's like, it's like, "You're a fucking dork." You know, it's like, okay.
You're like, you haven't realized this yet?
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
Whatever, dude. It was so funny, dude. And then just go through like whatever happened and fucking knock a couple 1260s out of the park, and then it just killed me, dude. It's like, and the best part, the English guy after the event came up to me and he goes, "I realize now, Blake, that it was a joke." You know, I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I will take my suit back and you can have your gear back." And I'm like, No. We made a deal, bro. Like, that's your shit. That's your shit, dude. You got new shit. I gotta wear this fucking shit for the rest of the day.
You're like, this is next year's shit, bro.
Yeah, dude. It was just such a Gomer, like, off the cuff. Half my life, dude, my whole life is Gomer, half the cuff shit. It don't matter. Dude, it was just funny, dude.
Yeah. That's the best times ever.
Yeah, dude. It was classic. And I remember, like, Duma, like, throwing a fit because he didn't get a big fucking Happy Gilmore check or something for best hit, dude. The whole WSI was crack up. And then Falou and fucking Falou and Easley, Boyd, love those dudes.
Yeah.
Fucking were like hanging out at the landing of the big air jump, dude. I'm fucking all pumped up on winning fucking super pipe. And I took Nick was John's camera, but Nick was in the vent, and I filled it fucking with beer, and then put the camera over the top and zipped it up, and got through security, dude. And they're like, "How are you drinking beers?" Dude, I'm like, "You fucking kidding me, bro? I got a fucking full pack." Dude, Easley and fucking Falou and I fucking had a blast. But anyway, dude, I love those guys. Yeah. Shout out to those guys. I've not talked to them in 20 years, but love those guys.
We got to talk to Falou. That was the spring when we're doing this show.
I saw that one, dude. I watched that one, dude. He's my favorite. I loved it.
But yeah, we got to do Boyd sometime.
Yeah, another Michigan boy.
Yeah, he said he wasn't in the credits of Burger Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's an Academy kid.
For sure.
we love you, Boyd, but come on.
Yeah.
You're fucking Academy kid.
You're the very first Academy kid.
You know what I mean? Come on,
Yeah.
Iberg, you know what I'm saying. Phil.
Oh, I totally get it. Like, I just
hey, Iberg,
because I haven't watched the credits to Burger Time in fucking a decade. And I watched it today and I was listening to it. I was like, boy, you ain't fucking Michigan. And I was like, where's he from? Fuck. Detroit. Do you guys not count Detroit as Michigan when you're not from
Hell
Detroit?
no.
It's like
Not
New York,
unless
right?
you're
New York City's not New York.
Well, no, I think that the gist of Omar's rant was like, you went to like academies, or like you weren't rolling up into Bittersweet and like Ripon Park.
Yeah,
that's true. He right. He was skiing out east. I forgot about that.
You know what I mean? And like good on him.
Something. Yeah, the Carabasset Academy or something.
Bassett Valley Academy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that's like good on everybody to have jobs. I get that, and people that can pay for it. But like,
hey man, we were the poor kids, man.
No, I get it. And the poor kids had the opportunity, which was sick, and that's why, if anyone's listening, why the opinion is.
Hey man, if you're running duct tapes on your shit, yeah, like you got to just ski more and ski better, and then you won't have duct tape on your shit because you get your that was the motivation. You know what I mean? Because
hey Omar, do you remember fucking Mount? Was that place on top of not Boris? Going to Winter Park. Fucking.
Was that Poria's Pass?
No.
No.
It used to be open.
It was like Echo or not Echo.
No, it was not. You know what I mean? Iberg knows.
Yeah.
It's at the top of the pass going to Winter Park.
I know it.
Mary Jane.
Or not Mary Jane, very big birthing pass.
Birthing.
That's where
yeah, dude, whatever it was, dude. I remember like winning my first fucking slopestyle contest there with two different skis. You know, it was like 205 and 195.
Those were the RDs.
Like, what was the event that you won?
Dude, it was
Birthday Badass or some shit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Omar was there.
Birthday Badass.
Yeah, Birthday Badass.
And you were running two RDs, dude. The RD
my question
Coyotes.
is because here's the deal. Tanner's first win ever at a slopestyle event was '99 at Jim Moran Benefit. This was where Johnny Mosley was thing. And so I was curious if it's that one because I remember Boyle won one day and Tanner.
No,
this was before. I think it was after. It must have been 2000 or was it 98? Hey, Ian. I see Ian talking to you, dude. Ian Meter was part of the Booze Boyz.
Ian Meter was definitely part of the
we love Ian. He's a Michigan boy now. He's a Michigan boy now.
So we got to try something. We're at like a super limit. I want to see if I can there's been people wanting to call in. I want to see if we can do 5 people. I have no idea if that's possible. But if someone just shows up here, that'd be so funny.
Yeah. I think we'll do the Mercon Industry Invitational. That's our new Parkosaurus.
Yeah.
That's going to be good. We'll get everybody together for that one.
Yeah, dude.
We got to do something, man. Reunion party for our industry culture during that time. And then all the new young blood youths that we love get invited by us. You know what I mean?
It'd be so fun, man. If that could really happen, where you could actually bring OGs with fucking kids that are just stoked and be feed that. I think Phil Level 1 has that kind of idea, right? They're gonna mix crews and young but I mean, if you could really do Tanner's event was the closest thing that was
amazing. Yeah, that was good. That was awesome. Sat and drank 40 Iberg and announced that shit. That was fire, brother.
That was good commentating.
That blew some of the best I've ever heard, I think. Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Was Hawks wasn't in your career.
Hey, Meter.
Yeah.
No, Meter's saying that there's a different contest, bro. No, I'm not saying that one. But Meter was the shit. Hawks is the shit too.
Yeah, Hawks
was all Summit crew was the shit, dude. Hawks is the shit, dude. I love him.
He was part of the crew. He hung with us.
He was, dude. No, he helped me out a bunch, dude. Remember there's this mogul event in Lake Placid. He was like my coach. We went head to head. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And then Tanner ate shit. Fucking this other dude ate shit. Tony Basile ate shit. Chris
Basile.
Yeah, they're all good dudes, but it's so funny, dude. I won because everybody crashed.
You beat Tony Basile?
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking a mogul maniac. You know that, dude.
I want Filthy Rich is on here. No,
Yeah,
Filthy Rich want to know if it's a wig, man.
No, man, it's hair club for men, bro. Killed it.
Like, I keep thinking it's a wig too.
It is.
Like, yo, is it
every day I wake up, man.
It couldn't have been real, dude.
It's just it's real hair, man. It's real hair, and it just got styled perfectly for my dome. So I had to run it long enough to see if people really knew.
Anyone been on this shit for 2 hours?
Hey, dude. Hey, Iberg. Dude, you should have seen when fucking Omar ran a rat tail. He had a 2-foot-long rat tail braided into the back of his head for his brother's graduation party.
Dude, and then I raised money because one of his really good girlfriends was like, "That thing's disgusting." I had like a full suit, but I'd wrap it around in front and it would hang down like halfway through my chest. And then she's like, "How much? I want to cut that thing off." And I was like, "See how much money you can raise." At the end of the night, I cut it off, and I was like, "No big deal, dude. That thing was fake."
It was braided in.
It was fire. It was good, man. I might have to do that again. I don't know though, but yeah, I had to run it, see how long people would be like, "That ain't real." Yeah, it is.
No, I was overthinking it until Filthy Rich showed up.
yeah, Filthy. That's my Filthy Rich Productions. There's some other one of our good movies too. Never Again.
Exactly. We have to, man. Fuck, man. Like more that dude. Rich. On sometimes. He's another
Cold-Blooded.
Cold-Blooded. Never Again. Maybe Tomorrow. And then fuck was the third?
Pterodactyl. Rich will fill us in.
Yeah.
But yeah, classics.
Classics, man. That was the kind of continuary of like what I had for the tactics of Rich is saying put the wig back on the beanstalk. All right, hold on, I'll get a fit back up here. Yeah. But yeah, we continued there with oh man, now it's all messed up. All right, here we go. I'm back, yeah. But now, once we were doing the Filthy Rich production movies, I tried to bring everything back. Every part of Mercon Industries I could with getting away with it. You know? So
you brought the Two Life Crew element back.
Yeah, we were working with. We met these boys from the Bay that were affiliated with like Mac Dre and all those boys, Lumpy Pockets, Big Cheese, and I forgot how Rich ran into him, but anyways, he was like, "I want to put the music in your ski video," and they're like, "What?" You know, and then we actually linked up with them, and then they started writing songs that we filmed the videos for. This nation, this is what it is, all day, yee. And you know, so that kind of brought that whole like music back in, and it was just such a different thing to be having these straight gangster rappers in our videos that like we were shooting their videos. They're like, "If you want to come down and shoot our music video, we'll write some songs and some videos and we'll edit it in with your movie." So that's when we actually did that whole movie tour, and then those guys would perform after we premiered the movie, which was pretty sick, you know. So shout out to Filthy Rich Productions, man. He was another really good instigator as well.
Yeah, big up, Phil.
Yeah, man.
So Phil, we have a record time. What are we missing? Because Phil's late. Phil's 11 o'clock. Me and Phil, this is late night. And even fucking Tufflemyre work night. Big night for a 46-year-old on a Wednesday.
Hey man, he's the owner of the True Value. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, man.
I'm back, baby. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Why wouldn't a guy?
So Phil, what do you think? We missed anything awesome on your radar?
Yeah, some cool stuff for sure, but not like the stuff we covered is the gems, I feel like. Otherwise, there was some interesting stuff. I want to shout out Tufflemyre for the guitar, pole guitar air. That shit was definitely a banger. And,
that was the Bill and Ted.
I want to see that in your real ski this year, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna link up for sure. Mike's gonna take me to the hardware store, and you're gonna come skiing with us. You're gonna hit a spot.
I love that. We got some new ones.
Dude, you had the best twisters on rails, Tufflemyre.
What's up?
You had the best twisters.
Dude,
like you had the best twister spread. Like,
Dude, Iberg, you want to see something funny? I was showing on my fucking phone, but like Hornbeck's like, dude, I'm like V-plon, whatever. And then he goes, but your front, that one, he goes, your front swap on the trap is sick. And then I left, I go, dude, triple twister for life, bro. Mogul Mania.
Like, you really got to get the spread off.
No, dude, 4-point landing. I'm
all day.
Dude, are they back? Is like Region 3 like existent no more? I might be the new guy.
Dude, I'll say, like, if people incorporate ballet tricks into their shit, man, like if they do that like fucking daffy nose press, tail press shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude. The kids are so good.
Yeah. Shouts to Topolo. He instigated that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this covers there's some fun stuff, but I think it's getting late and mindful of the time and also getting tired. But I think we covered some fun shit. Y'all are just as entertaining as Guatemalan Persuader was.
Yeah, dude. It's not like, man, like.
Don't be bullshit, Phil.
I wish we could do this for hours, man. Like, it's been so fun. Like, and I want to stress for the people that are watching, tuning in right now, like, the whole point of this show is giving flowers. We're with Omar Otte, with fucking Greg Tufflemyre. We're celebrating what they did, guys. You see a weird-ass motherfucker on each side, long hair, old, all this shit. Like, the whole reason why we're celebrating Phil and myself is because they created their own lane. They did what they loved, and they found a crew to do it with. So if you don't know anything other than these words, you 40-some people, like, know that, fucking have fun with what you do. Because see how much fun, like, we're all like, dude, we can do this forever. And it's all like just because of skiing. We're only on this shit because of skiing. We only interact because of skiing and twin tip skis. We only talk for 2 hours because of twin tip skiing. Twin tip skiing's the shit. So yeah. I want to say, man, for sure, both you, Greg, and to fucking Colin, motherfucker, big up yourselves. Give thanks for everything you guys did because, like, me, whether I was in the industry at the time, you influenced me. You made me stoked. I was like, man, this is fun. It's nothing like what I do, but I appreciate it. And so, I don't know. This is their flowers, man. Give thanks for everything you did. Like,
Much love, you guys. Appreciate that, Iberg.
Thanks, guys.
Coming to you. B-Dog, big things,
appreciate
man. Love both you guys. And, yeah, man, like, straight up, that's the best times of my life. I'll never forget these memories, man. It's just take the opportunity while you can, man, and do it because this life is short and we've lost a lot of good friends. So, yeah, rest in peace, Murcon. You son of a bitch. I know you're down here looking down at us, but take care of yourself. Tell the people that you love them. Absolutely, man. You know, we're all losing too many people these days, so we all got problems, man, and, you know, just don't let it get to that. You know, the mental health shit is real these days, so just tell somebody you got a problem. Don't matter, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared, whatever. Just tell people you love them and check in with them too, man. Check in with your friends too, because a lot of people can't just say what's up, but check in, man, and that's all I can really get right now. And
yeah, man, I love you, Omar. I love you, Greg, man.
Same to you guys.
Love you. See you.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for doing this, man. It's an amazing thing you guys got going on. I really appreciate it. So,
yeah, man. Give thanks.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man. Much love,
let's not make have to have a show to say hello. So let's
absolutely. We're gonna get everybody together,
reunion, man.
one way or another. So think about that, boys. We're gonna make that shit happen because that's gonna be some historic shit. I'll tell you that.
Make like Kimbo Sessions, like old dude day.
Yeah.
Sounds like you need to make it happen at Bittersweet, man. There's enough.
Hey, Camp. I'll bring back Camp Sweetness. I'll bring back Camp Bittersweetness.
Camp Bittersweetness, dude.
Absolutely.
Fuck a mountain, man. Let's just
all day, man. Rope toes. You can get like 700-800 runs in a couple hours or so.
Seriously, dude.
Buck a mountain, man. We don't need that
We're getting Meter
bullshit.
here. We got Horn back. We got Omar back. We got fucking Simeon. Dude, we got all this shit. Man. Like, we got freaking Porky just down the street. Like, come on.
We'll get Turkula out there. We'll get all.
Oh shit, we'll get Turkula. Oh man, dude, Iberg, I love it, dude.
We get Sturbins. We get Paul Yee. We'll get all those boys out there, man.
Seriously, we got. Dude, we hit that Mogul Madness that freaking Sturbins put out. It was sick.
Region 3, boys. Region 3, judged by Ski Patrol.
We'll bring it. We'll bring it all together. 1 and 3.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We need
all right, thanks, guys.
Give thanks, guys. We'll talk soon.
Much love, guys.
Great night.
Boom, bomb. Peace.
Much love.
All right, guys.
Boys.
Later.
I gotta learn how to remove you. Peace, Greg.
Yeah, Craig.
It's me and you. Boom, bomb. Give thanks, everyone. That was awesome. That was our record long show. Booze Boyz, man. Booze Boyz. Epic. This show's
too
epic,
good, man. Good words at the end there, Pooberg, and from Omar as well. People, give flowers to your friends and family. They don't have to be doing crazy shit for you to give them flowers. Tell them you love them right now. That's the purpose of the show. Before people go, we're giving them some love, and you should do too. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, next Wednesday, we don't know who's going to be on. It's a surprise guest.
Yeah, a surprise to us and a surprise to you. But we'll be here 9 o'clock East Coast time, Wednesday night. Give thanks, Phil, man. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Peace.